Okay, well, welcome back to this shit. This is episode 16 now of Shattered Earth. I'm
Wait.
here with a bunch of goofy fuckers and their dead friend as they attempt to figure out a
God damn,
funeral
what the
arrangements in
fuck?
this episode.
Hey, I resemble that comment.
Her body's not even cold yet. Quite literally, because gentle repose is a thing.
It's pretty fucking cold. I don't know, dog. It was breezy that day.
If it was
Gentle
warm, it would
repose
speed
just
up
keeps the
things.
body fresh. It doesn't keep the body temperature.
Honestly, gentle repose might actually make it cold because then it wouldn't decay as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So maybe actually the body is cold.
Body is pretty motherfucking
Yeah,
cold,
that
dog.
that's a great way to start the session. Just talking about the dead body.
We don't need to really worry
True.
about the food handler certificate when it comes to that kind of thing.
It's because it's not food, unless you're in India.
Well, you gotta break
That's
below a
lizard
certain amount of
Does
degree.
Conley need to get her food handler's license?
Yes,
All right.
we'll just do
I
that.
can't
instead
wait
of
for the
anything
session we do
productive.
that.
Anyway, last we left off, I believe you guys were going to cart this corpse back to somewhere. So that's up to you.
Yeah.
You were given a
You
a
could
deed
say
and a
her
title.
name.
You were given a deed. No, once they're dead, they mean nothing to me. Once they,
Damn.
Damn.
once you got your deed and title, and you have, I guess, gone to a church of some kind to do something, and now you just have this sack of meat in the back of your cart.
Jesus.
Except for you to
I am back.
You have a little fucking grace about it, my guy.
Nah.
We
Would
should
you
get a
call the
coffin
other one,
before
like,
we
a number
go.
3 on the McDonald's menu?
I'm tarnished. I've been deprived of grace.
I bet you're maidenless too.
Is these Elden Ring references, you fucking nerds?
Okay, rocks fall and Strollman also dies.
Oh dear, not again.
Not again.
That's what you get for calling God maidenless.
Wait, why are you angry? Are you
Not-
really maidenless?
No. Yes. That's besides the point. What are y'all doing with the fucking corpse?
We probably want to get a coffin.
Coffin. Start trying to chart our way back to.
Now, do we want to build a temporary coffin for until we get to Providence?
Are we playing the
Or do you
coffin
wanna-
carry song? Da 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 da
Yeah,
da
with
da.
the medieval version with the flute.
Yeah.
No. There
No,
actually is a
it's
medieval
something
version.
else.
Hold on, let me link that.
You hired a bard to follow you playing that song all the way back to wherever you're taking them. Hey,
And the
Ash,
bard
come
is the
over.
new kid!
Yeah, right. That'd be hilarious. College. of
Oh,
Hate.
we're going to hell. Special hell.
Absolutely.
All right, so where are you going? What are you doing?
Conley's body back to the settlement.
Oh, I guess Conley had died last session. Sounds good.
I
No,
know,
not
right?
Conley. Not Conley.
Damn.
Skylar.
You just trying to off everybody today, motherfucker. What the
He's like, I
hell?
killed Conley in her sleep. And I want to take him back.
No. I did. Boyle did.
Yeah, Moyle would have. Yeah, that's true.
VG is
It's how
try
Moyle
to
deals with it.
VG is trying to give us emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So I guess it's just me and Hunter's character left with Moyle. Everyone else fucking died.
Yeah,
my
Stolen died
character
the
didn't
rocks,
die.
Moyle killed Conley,
Skylar got
Could
fucking
escape Skylar, but he
bodied.
fucked up and forgot he had a potion.
Okay, another serious question that I'll probably do. Actually, I should probably ask this question to character too. Strolvin, I think I mentioned this to you, but we have something.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised you guys are not mad at me.
Yeah, because you could have saved the crit from her. I remember
Also,
that.
you could have done a lot of that.
First off, she was
Lay
out of
hands
range
well.
for that. Second, I meant for healing.
Yeah, lay hands.
Ah.
Definitely
That,
not.
I mean,
lay
no,
on
I don't
hands
think
is a
anyone's
thing.
mad at anyone. No one's
Sure.
throwing blame.
Skylar was
I wasn't
within
even there to
15
see the fucking
feet.
thing. I wasn't even there to see the thing, so I can't really be mad at anyone.
You guys were clustered in the middle of a ruin, and she was within like 20 feet of you at least.
Look, if there's any hate,
Anyway.
if there's any blame being going around, it's gonna be self-inflicted by some people themselves.
Yes,
The
exactly.
blame is on all of us because we split the party. That is the blame.
Yeah. Have you ever
We
heard the
done?
song?
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, we're doing this shit.
Okay.
We have
Cool.
committed the cardinal sin of splitting the party.
Indeed.
Amen.
The dice gods
Uh,
had to punish us.
It's all
Strovan,
just
I don't
conversation.
remember I don't know if you remember, but we had a job back in Kobush, I think it was. I don't exactly remember. To get a mithril. It was either mithril or it was mithril. A mithril breastplate for a some project that the blacksmith was working on. He promised to pay us handsomely. Do you think we should do that now, or do you think current matters are more pressing? I would assume.
So
Pressing.
even though I am very socially awkward and tactless, even I think we should take care of Miss Skylar's body first.
Yeah, I just wanted someone to agree with me to feel better about myself, and I didn't think the other two would be. I don't think it'd be a good question to ask. Just making sure. We'll have to come back and do that if we so choose. All right. That's
I
all I
think
wanted.
you understand for the delay, sir.
Man, no, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really done anything like this. My duties were usually elsewhere. Is this your first time, kind of similar situation?
Apparently he doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started to die off at the end, so I don't know what's going on with
Oh,
his mic.
sorry. I'll speak a little louder just in case. I'm not gonna lie. My duties in the church were usually elsewhere. So I've never done anything like this before. Do you have any experience? Maybe one of those books that you keep talking about?
Strovan, did you hear that, or did they cut out for you or something?
We're not sure.
Strolvin died. Unfortunate. Strolvin really did get hit by falling rocks.
I know, right?
Strovan has some brain damage from the fight last time.
Mm-hmm.
Strolvin is just cross-referencing their books. It's okay. We'll take
Okay.
a little bit.
He has some brain damage from getting bonked by Jack and Irons that one session.
Sure.
Slapped in the head.
Explains everything.
Well,
Never mind. Moving on.
yeah,
Moving.
I guess.
More awkward
I don't know where he went. He
conversation.
just died.
Ooh.
Was Jay the one bleeding out, or was that Ash?
It's a fucking
Ash.
one of those little goblins like climbed up a telephone pole and snipped his internet real quick.
I know.
The goblins are back for more.
He's fucking dead.
Strovan just started drooling out of the side of his mouth, like, hello?
He's like an avatar when he got disconnected from the body.
His eyes are pointing two different
Falls
ways.
limp.
Alright, well.
Okay.
I guess
bad.
you're doing this on the road, let's say.
Yeah.
Where are you guys taking the body to, by the way?
We're
ship.
taking it back to the colony.
We're going to Providence for sure?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well,
Is it wise to take the outsider with us, sir?
At this point, Strovan,
Svanta just nods.
Very well, sir.
I completely understand either way. I truly do.
Moyle, if we arrive and someone starts complaining about Conley being here, you have my permission to shut them up in any means that isn't lethal.
Damn it! I was
Oh,
so
dear.
hoping that last part wouldn't be there. I've wanted to kill
Does-
that annoying captain since we stepped foot on the boat. Oh well.
The boat?
I rather liked the captain. He was a likable fella. Big and eccentric.
Hey, y'all got here on a boat?
Well, you have
Conley,
to sail
we're-
to a continent somehow.
Conley, we're from the moon.
Oh. Oh! I thought we were still keeping that secret. Never mind.
That is pointless now. Conley, we're from the moon. We came here on a gigantic fucking boat.
I assure you, sir, he is not lying.
One second.
There's still a chance we can pass this off as battle damage memory loss. Are we still rolling with this? We're still rolling with this, right?
No,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
losers
Moyle.
are
Unfortunately, Moyle, she already kind of figured it out because some of us are very, very shite at keeping secrets.
Who are
But
you
I would
talking
say,
about?
well, I mean,
Oh,
I couldn't pick a single one of you who so stands out in that regard, let's say.
oh dear, I hope it wasn't me this time.
It was all of you.
Was it
All of
me?
you are awful.
I'm just very good at asking questions, and we'll leave it at that if anyone asks. And hopefully, your leaders decide to not murder me to keep the secret.
You know, they
Well,
did
then we have to
actually
get rid
just
of them.
confirm that the moon is real, by the way, to you.
Yeah.
Because you would have had no
Arch,
idea.
the Archmage is a sensible man, sir. He wouldn't do that to you right away.
Right? Oh no, that doesn't sound. So
Well, he would have to get one
Wait.
of his most successful expedition teams, so that would suck.
okay, so wait, like
The moon is real,
Other-
yes, and we've been
yeah.
living there for centuries.
okay, but not only is the moon real, right? But like when I read about like really old texts on the moon, right? The
Mhm.
moon is a rock,
Yep.
like that no one's ever gone to.
Turns
So
out whenever the breaking happened, I don't know why I said the
The
breaking.
Rumbling.
I believe the correct terminology is called shattering, sir.
Whenever the shattering happens, a lot of really powerful mages and, well, just a metric fuck ton of people got on things called arcs, which sailed from this planet to the moon, and through a lot of godly help and magic, we were able to colonize on the moon and stay there until there was a chance we could come back here.
Quite frankly, we were very surprised when we arrived here and found there were actually people living here.
Yeah, we expected this entire place to be barren and lifeless. So, pluses. Woo.
You should be glad that one of our colleagues is not with us. He was very fondly referring to your folks as savages, and that he was adamant that we're here to give the enlightenment and civilization to you all.
That one
Yeah,
was stupid. He was stupid.
that
He was just dumb.
that one was a fool.
Just let Conley process this for a second.
Oh,
no. Matt left.
Matt.exe has stopped working.
Are you alright, sir?
as an attack on that one. Sylvan there, sorry.
Any questions?
I think that I just not ask them, honestly.
Yeah, better to get them out now before you see the arc.
Forget the arc.
Well, you said it was a boat, right? So
It's
Well,
more
that's
of a. It is a ship in a sense, yes, but it's not the seafaring kind, sir. It's
There are no seafaring kinds because here there are no water.
I would hope
Very good,
not.
sir.
There's not any seafaring ones because there's the water.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You might know that these be things called seas, giant bodies of water.
Slave.
Yeah, no, we got rivers.
Yeah.
Is there no lake or ocean lake in this planet?
I actually don't know if there's a lake on my home continent because I can't see the map. So I'm just gonna say not that
No,
I've seen.
there are not. Unless you're talking about lakes of lava, in which case there are that.
I
Oh,
mean,
well,
Not
we
where
do
you're
have
from, but they exist.
lake, but they're made of like molten magma.
No, they're different. We
If
have
it's
creatures
above
that-
ground, it's not magma, it's lava.
I don't
Who cares
I
for
don't
the
care.
specifics?
Brainiac.
I do.
don't care.
Do you realize how many times I had to correct fucking archives because people don't know proper wording?
Who gives a
it is
fuck?
quite indeed annoying, sir.
I forgot we're dealing with the biggest bookworms in the entire fucking colony.
It's
Record
okay.
keeping is good for the expedition, sir.
Are you record keeping right now?
Yes, sir.
Are
I
you?
have eidetic memory and I remember every single one of these conversations, sir. It was part of being a librarian, sir.
Hmm. Well, how about you record that we don't care the difference between magma and lava?
Very good, sir.
Okay.
I give Tavanta a high five.
I'm honestly still trying to wrap my head around the idea that I'm actually a lord now.
I think. Never mind. I will not say what I think.
It's a hilarious
Do you have the... Might I ask you for your pedigree, sir?
What?
Chance will take a look at the fucking papers, see what they say.
It's a lot of fancy talk, but essentially it names you as the Lord Regent of Larishev's manor, essentially manor and grounds, called Fairweather Manor.
I'm apparently the Lord Regent of the Fairweather Manor in the lands around it.
Which
Fair
include-
weather. Hopefully, that's what we get in our travels.
It includes Larishev, so it means that you're basically responsible
That was a good
for.
joke.
You're responsible for Larishev in a tiny way.
I'm remotely responsible for the town of Larishev.
That was a good joke, Conley. I heard that. That was good. That was very good.
Hey.
Speaking of Conley, something that might interest you. Tavanta pulls out like a scroll case from his backpack that you have definitely not seen before, but the rest of you have, and like pulls out star charts with different what the fuck is it called? Just star maps and stuff like that.
So,
No,
is that a
um,
good idea? I think he's already ready to have a stroke already.
Wait, can you see the stars from the moon?
Absolutely, there is no Arcanite blocking it. How do you think there are no? I assume there are no star druids who mingle with the stars as I do on this planet because you cannot see them. But I stared at them for most of my life.
I didn't even think about that. Man, y'all make me want to go to places that I physically can't go to.
Yeah, we may be able to go someday. They were talking about there was going to be a break in the Arcanite and we could see everything.
Maybe the first time people can see the moon in probably 1,000 years.
And it will be green and blue.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a tiny planet with a giant tree on it.
Yep.
Iron tree, you say?
Yeah, giant tree.
I'm
That's
pretty
where you
sure
came.
our
That's where you
people.
started your adventure. Was at a giant tree.
I'm pretty sure our people will be wise enough to. Oh, dear! I just realized they actually wouldn't know anything about the inhabitants.
You don't think they would send another arc, would you? That would be stupid, right?
Um,
No,
Nervous
that's something
camera.
that's something they'd absolutely do.
Oh, fuck, this is gonna be interesting.
might, sir.
Especially since they haven't heard contact from us in a while, because Arcanine blocks everything.
That would be interesting. Oh no.
Oh.
So no.
Alrighty. Well, as as this revelation is ruminated on, as you travel from place to place,
Currently, yes, sir.
you are going to
Sorry.
pass through Larishev on your way to Providence, so you're more than welcome to take a pit stop at your new digs and take a look at it. Or if you want to just ride right through, you can ride right through.
I think we should ride right through.
We can ride right through.
We should ride right through. Like we're not exactly pressed for time because we got general repose going, and we can just cast that again.
Truly.
I don't feel good with a corpse in my cart.
Yeah. Oh, so it's disrespectful to her if we just leave her ass there when we go check out our new digs.
Yeah, Skylar, you stay right the fuck there. We're gonna go check out our digs.
Just saying.
Do an episode of Cribs.
You're gonna get to you travel essentially 2 hexes a day, so you're gonna get to Larishev like early in the day ish, on the 3rd day of travel. So, I mean, if you want to stop, you can. If not, just fucking right through the town. And great.
You did.
It takes you the better part of 6 days to get to Providence from where you were at from Sine. On horseback or on cart back. And when you arrive there, you can see it's been another couple weeks, pretty much, I think, since you have been there last. Construction on most of the log cabin-esque homes has been completed. It's formed itself into a nice little neighborhood pretty quickly in the last month, 2 months ish, that you guys have been wandering around the countryside. You can see that there's an established road, there are established walls, and established houses. The quartermaster has managed to set up his own, essentially, shop, and has employed a couple of other workers to essentially start a trade business, a small one, of traveling merchants that they can go around and trade with the surrounding settlements in a route for things that they would need, or to learn anything about the world and report back. Once that route is done, you can actually see them. They've somehow, in some way, acquired a cart, either by building it or by buying it, and they ride past you on your way out, and they recognize you and wave as you guys approach the city gates. Once you get there, and then I'm assuming that, because Chase talked to the Archmage at the end of the last one with the fucking phone. So Chase just sent a text over the phone like, "Hey, Skylar died." And the other guy was like, "Man, it sucks for you." There are a couple of guards waiting for you at the front gate to tell you, "Hey, look, the Archmage is like, hey, we set aside a little thing for you." And then they kind of lead you guys with the body to the graveyard, or what is going to be a graveyard. And Skylar gets to be the, I don't know, The 200.
First inhabitant of the graveyard.
The
Yay.
251st inhabitant of the graveyard, because a couple of people died on on landing.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
But yeah, they've set up essentially a graveyard where the crash site of your ship was. The old ship has been pretty much disassembled and repurposed, raw material wise, and the bodies are buried in the crater that it left behind, as well as in the surrounding clearing. They direct you to a plot that was specifically made for Skylar, and there is there's a priest waiting for you. Although, if you want to have Conley do the funeral rites, they won't argue.
I would actually prefer to do it.
Step aside, Moon Man. I got this.
I am not going to call him Moon Man, and I am not going to be that rude. But yes, I would prefer to do it myself.
All right. He'll nod and step aside, and he'll just kind of hang out for the rest of the thing. Now is your time to say things while you lay the body to rest. So I'll leave that to you.
I am speechless, but actually I do have a speech prepared. Most people have seen or heard this already, but I'll go ahead and read it out anyway. We are gathered here today to celebrate the life of Skylar Briquettes, comrade, a daughter, and a sister. Though taken from us before her time, she has made a lasting impression on all of our lives for the better. And for that, Skylar has earned one of the title I have not yet to mention: Hero. The only word that could possibly describe the bravery and self-sacrifice she made, the kind heart and the dedication to justice that she showed. Skylar has saved many lives, including my own, with little regard for herself, and many of us may not be standing here without her. But even through all of that, she wasn't cold and stoic. She was full of life. Dancing and drinking, exploring the world, and all while bringing her friends along for it. Helping pick out Tavanta's suit that he wears even now. All these virtues are Skylar's gift to us. And if there's anything that we can do to honor her memory, it'd be to carry those virtues with us. For as long as we do that, we all carry a little piece of Skylar. If anyone would like to share some words, they may.
Moyle leans over to Chance and says, "Is there going to be catering here?"
Oh no.
Oh no.
Moyle, you don't even need to eat. Why are you asking this?
Well, it's something to do. I'm kind of bored, to be honest.
Sorry, I cut out. What happened?
I just read the speech, don't worry about it.
Well, he says, I'm, to be honest, it's just something to do. I'm really bored.
We don't want to be here. Just go prank some people in town.
Oh, I love permission. Moyle strides away from the thing.
Remember the rules. Don't kill and don't cause property damage I have to pay for.
As you wish, master.
Chance will get up and stand where Conley is.
I'll step aside off to the side.
As far as I'm concerned, I was, possibly still am, as close a thing to a leader that our group has. Given the fact I'm not making the calls back to our superiors and all that other stuff.
Humble brag during a funeral. That's cool.
Yeah, actually, can I really quickly ask who all is here? Because I know Skylar had a brother. I actually rewatched him the recap just to double check.
Skylar left all of his family on the moon.
Oh, okay. So it is
And-
just us here, and the priest.
Pretty much, yeah. You guys are the
Okay, sorry.
only people that she was around pretty much the entire time.
And
I mean, the Archmage is here
I
too.
would have,
obviously,
I'll probably have my wife there for emotional support because I'm not put together right now.
and
God,
acknowledging
you're such a
that, acknowledging that,
Really, at the funeral, really?
but it's like raping you.
Let Hunter finish.
and acknowledging that is also to acknowledge the fact that I failed. I failed her. I failed everyone. I may not have been the one to come up with the plan. I certainly didn't say anything about it. And because he followed through with that plan to the letter, Skylar's dead. I'm certain we all keep asking ourselves what we could have done, what we didn't do. And
I'm gonna walk up and put a hand on Chance's shoulder.
the tragedy that happened that day, I won't let it happen again. And without another word, Chance just returned to his seat.
Gonna squirrel that one away for later.
Would anyone else like to come up?
You can just clip that so that way every time someone dies, you can just play that.
Yeah,
I
just
won't
the
let it
sound.
happen again. I won't let it happen again.
Yeah, and we'll play the Larry David music over it.
Since Chance isn't already beating himself up for this, he's gonna make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and repeat the question since Magic wasn't here. Would anyone else like to come up and say some words?
Savanta would like start to walk up there, but like he can tell that he won't be able to say anything proper because he's like holding back a lot. So he would just step back and shake his head.
Well, if no one else has anything to say,
If I may,
go ahead. I will once again step aside in
I
motion.
cannot say that I knew Lady Skylar well. I have met her almost a fortnight ago, but she was honorable. She has died in the line of duty for for our cause, and that should be commended, no matter the consequence of and the price she paid. That should be remembered. I I'm sorry. That's all I got to say.
That's fine. Just say as much as you need to say. There are people here who unfortunately won't be able to share this moment with us in the burial. So I'm sure that we are mourning at the same time that Skylar's family is as well, and I wish them nothing but the best in their time of struggle. It is unfortunate that there's very little we can do for them right now.
Something just hits Chance, and he just his already sullen face just takes a fucking nosedive. Because he realizes something. Skylar's family will never know what happened to their daughter.
Well, not until, like, I don't know, a week from now.
Someone goes
Or a
back.
month from now, something like that.
Yeah, until we get their communication through. With that, I believe that's all that needs to be saved to honor and Skylar. May she have a very peaceful rest.
Oh. With the body committed to the earth, and with the help of any who wish it, covered by dirt and gravestone in place, funeral is done, and any of you who spoke during the funeral could have inspiration. Inspiration, if I haven't said it already, is bardic. So it's bardic, but it's permanent bardic until you use it. Essentially, it's whatever a bard would have at the level that you guys have it. So I believe it's
I
a
think
D6.
it's a D8 right now.
No, D6.
They could win up to a D. Oh. Bardic goes up next level, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Bardic
You definitely don't
inspiration.
have a D8 at level 5. It's a D6 at level 5.
The die becomes a D8 at 5th level,
Oh, it
a
does?
D10 at 10th level, and a D12 at 15th level.
I thought it
It's every
started
5
at 4.
levels. Started
Wait,
at
what
D6
level are we?
Doesn't it start at
or
4?
5. It doesn't start at 4. It starts at 6.
Oh, well, I'm dumb then. Never mind, it's D8. So mark that down somewhere. I don't know. You can add that to any roll that you want to do that requires a D20 roll.
I'm
Cool.
gonna get rid of this. I don't even know how many points I scored in archery. Who cares about archery?
Also, after the funeral, the Archmage would approach your group. Well, it was a beautiful service. If tragic that we continue to have to bury our own. I'd hoped it would be a long time since I would have to again. Looking out over the field of headstones.
Skylar certainly was gone before her time.
Well, fate is a funny thing. Never know when it's your time, so I suppose you just have to make the most of the moment you live in. My manners. What was your name again?
Conlia. I'll reach my hand out to shake.
Konya, excellent. My name is Amas Taldina. I am the Archmage and de facto leader of our town of Providence. I've been told you're aware of our particular origins. I would appreciate some discretion in that as we establish ourselves in the world.
Your secret is entirely safe with me.
Good, I'll hold you to it. Well, as I come to understand it, you've become very helpful to this group of people, and I hope that you'll continue to do so. There's still a lot of this world we don't understand, and a lot we'd like to explore over the coming months and years. And perhaps someone of your stature can shed some light on it. I'm sure there'll be a few people who'd like to interview you over the course of your stay here. I don't know how long you plan to stay, but you're more than welcome to take one of the empty cottages we have set aside for your group.
I would really appreciate the opportunity to stay. Yes, if everyone else wants to stay, it'll take some time to unwind from this, I think.
Very well. I will be inside the temple if you need me, he says, now addressing the entire group, pretty much. Call me if you need it, but I will be distracted, so make it important.
I do hope you've been getting rest while I've been away, sir.
Oh, I'm so glad you haven't noticed the bags under my eyes.
I was being polite, sir.
Yes. I should probably fix that. Well, good day to you all. And I'm sorry for your loss. He walks away.
I look to the group and I just go, where in Providence do we get drinks again?
I'm definitely certain that I don't. I'd be willing to bet none of the alcohol didn't survive the journey very well.
That would be a shame. Well, gonna go searching for it anyway.
You do that.
Savanta heads off.
I will follow you, but I'm going to change out of my attire. I'll be right there.
If you would like, I do have a bottle, but I was mostly studying for the effect of wine and how long it takes to turn into vinegar. I want to know how exactly strong it is.
Wait, wine turns into vinegar if you... What?
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 You
Me
went-
and Savanta just look at each other like, what?
Hold up.
Science.
What do you... It's just Savanta's the most dumbfounded look on his face. What? So you're telling me grapes turn to wine, turn to vinegar if left out too long or aged? What is... I'm
When it's
getting a
too-
drink.
What
But I
is
don't
too
want-
aged too long,
Nope.
sir?
Nope, getting a drink.
I was asking if you would like that bottle, sir.
You
If it's
continue
turning
with-
into vinegar, no!
I'm good. I don't want vinegar wine. I do not want vinegar wine. Let us go get find some actual alcohol.
It hasn't.
What the fuck?
It hasn't gone to a vinegar yet, sir. That's why I was offering.
Yes. At what point does it become vinegar?
Well, I have been watching this particular wine for almost 50 years, and yes, has strong potency, has gained in potency in alcohol, but it has not turned into vinegar yet. It is quite strong.
At what point does it turn into vinegar? Like how long? How long were you planning to hold on to this bottle for?
Well, according to the
Or is
books,
this
it
a fear
says
you have that wine may turn into vinegar? You're just going to hold it until it becomes vinegar.
exactly, sir.
So you don't know that wine turns into vinegar.
It was something to study while I was on a long journey, sir.
There's no, like, book on winemaking or vinegar making and you can compare the processes? And also, why do you assume it turns into vinegar?
Yeah, why is
Don't-
that your assumption? That's kind of my disconnect here.
What turns
Why?
wine into vinegar? Where do babies come from? And why won't anyone tell me? These questions answer them more in the Twilight Zone.
If you would if my offer offended you, sir, I could retract the statement. It's only 75 proof alcohol at this point.
It did not offend me. It confused me. There is a difference. Oh my God, Strova.
Husband?
I'm gonna go see what chaos Moils start up.
Okay. Husband,
Word.
do not tell me you are trying to get drunk the first day you come back into town. When
I
you
was
have not
not
seen
planning to, but
when you
there-
have not seen your family in 3 months.
Well, considering there is a significant death, I would like to have a drink for the fallen, no?
Did you just call me bro?
I said no.
Okay. I was like, call your wife, bro.
Somebody call my wife, bro.
How progressive of you.
That's how you get fucking slapped.
That's your wife is wearing a backwards baseball cap. Sick.
She's suckle of the land. I don't fuck with that. No, I'm scared of my wife.
I mean, if that's how she swings.
Whoop. Whoop.
Well, make sure you do not drown in your sorrows. Your children have not seen you for quite some time, and they are looking forward to their father being back in town.
I know. It is just a little while. It is just a little. It's just in honor, okay? I promise I will be. Well, I don't have skeletons.
You know, Devonta, we could drink just like a few glasses of wine over dinner. I'm sure that would be fine. Well, actually, are we all invited, or are we to fend for ourselves? I'm sure you want to spend more time with your family alone.
I was pretty much trying to justify a reason why the hell a nerdy ass librarian would have a strong ass alcohol.
Wait, no. People ask, does alcohol turn into vinegar? To transform alcohol into vinegar, oxygen and bacteria of the genus Activia must be present for the second step to take place, acidic fermentation.
What? So you tell me wine actually does turn to vinegar?
You gotta have
Apparently.
bacteria in it, but yeah.
What?
You guys didn't know that?
No!
Why do you think
No!
Who knows that?
Seriously? How do you guys not know that?
Apparently
I
the
knew
sous chef
that.
at a 5-star
No,
restaurant.
no. You can't just act like that's common knowledge, motherfucker. You're supposed to know.
Well, I knew that, but I live in a wine town, so.
You know what a wine
I
town-
knew that
fucking
because
five-star
I pick up weird facts for random places.
Well, me and Devonta were the only ones who don't know this. And we're the
Amazon warehouse.
Me and Devonta are the in-character drinkers, and we didn't know about this, but everyone else did.
Well, you usually
I'm
drink it before it gets there.
character drinker, and I didn't know this.
I don't know. It seems weird that the nature druid would be, would not know that. Okay. Anyway, so Chance is going to find Moyle. Devonta is going to do. The rest of the group is going to do what now at this point?
Well, if I'm not invited to dinner, I guess I'll have drinks alone. Unless someone else wants to join me, Chance, Strolden.
Yeah, Chance be down to join. Just the fact he's gotta find Moyle first.
Well, don't leave me too long, or I'll drink the bar empty.
Just like looks to where Conley is heading, looks to where Chance is heading, which is most likely after the fucking demon. Then looks to his wife and like, actually, I got a better option, and goes with his wife.
Strovan is just going toward the what's left of the archive and try to catalog it.
This is how Chauvin copes. He reads.
No, he works.
True. There are a
There's
lot
a
of people
difference,
who
huh?
work as a cope.
Reading on its own is a leisure activity. Working makes it not leisure.
Exactly. Strovan copes by working.
Puffing that copium, bro. All right.
Healthy ways to cope.
So, well, if you're looking for a drink, there is a small watering hole that has popped up, called the Providence Bar, Providence Bar and Inn. It's mainly for it's kind of small. It's mainly for when people are done doing whatever they're doing. It's become kind of like a local gathering place in the evenings since everything's been kind of cropping up and being built. It's one of the only 2-story buildings that exist in this town, so it's pretty easy to pick out. And everything obviously is it's like, you know, if you had built a brand new log cabin, it's not like a dingy log cabin. It's like everything is polished wood and freshly carpentered, and the place hasn't even been around long enough to get like beer stains in the corners or, you know, what have you. It's like, you know, it's probably the newest tavern anyone's ever seen in the entirety of their lives. At this time of day, probably not a lot of people there. Um, but if you wait a few hours, people will start trickling in. The bartender
Fast.
is
What the fuck was Moyle up to?
Oh yeah. Moyle decided it would be really fun to start leaving like strange symbols carved in people's houses. So you see him like scratching just like infernal shit into people's like houses on their doors or whatever when no one's looking.
And it probably means like completely inane shit. Like one has like fucking cupcake.
It's like
Cupcake!
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are people who understand infernal in this place, which is going to be hilarious. Everyone's going to be freaking out, and those people are not going to know why. But Moyle has like a dark sense of humor, so it's like it's like the symbols that he carves are like, you know, death and blood and your next
Ill tidings.
shit like that. Red rum, whatever. Just into the doors in Infernal. Oh, are we done?
Yeah.
Alright, let me just get this little detail here. And we're good.
I don't know why, but I just pictured him carving a fucking dick butt into a fucking house.
Oh yeah, that's the most evil symbol of them all. He saves that for like the people he hates the most in the colony.
It's on the captain's house.
There's a string of characters in common that when you touch it transports you to a blank white room, and then fucking Rick Astley starts playing out of nowhere.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never
You know, the
gonna
worst part
turn
about-
around, desert you.
The worst part is, Rick Astley has made a lot of music, but he's only ever known for the one song.
No, he's
Yeah,
got a
some of
couple.
the music stuff's not bad either.
Yes, but he's making bank off of it, so I
Isn't
don't
he?
think he cares.
I don't know how much money you make off of memes.
I mean, creatively, he would definitely care, because, like, I made all this stuff, I'm only known for this one thing, the fuck?
If you flip his name around, it's Ass Rickley.
Why would you know this?
I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
Anyway. Well, shall we get going, Master?
Yeah. We're gonna meet up with the rest, celebratory drink and meal. And
Fun.
I imagine within the next couple of days, we're going to be heading out to their shift.
On the road again. Excellent. Falls into line behind you. Does anyone have anything specific they want to do while they're here, or can we just fast forward through it?
I wanted to ask really quickly, how do people like native to the settlement look at me? Because I am like probably the only outsider some of them have ever seen.
Well, no. But you
No?
are the only
People-
outsider that has been brought into the colony so far.
Okay, so people have gone like to different towns and then come back.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay.
And that and of course, this place was taken over by them. They essentially co-opted it from a cult. So
Oh, yeah.
you don't know that, but they're not like they've seen outsiders. They've dealt with outsiders. Some of them were kidnapped by outsiders, which wasn't good. So there is a little bit of a wary. There's a little bit of a wary eye. You definitely draw attention because everyone knows everybody in a small town, and the one outsider is bound to draw attention. So people are giving you looks and whispering amongst themselves. You do see that, like, some of the kids are afraid of you. They're hiding behind walls and their mother's skirts when they notice you pass. That kind of thing.
Except for Tavanta's kids, because they're chaotic and don't give a fuck.
Tavanta's kids haven't met her yet.
Oh, that's gonna be.
Oh,
fun.
that's gonna be fun.
Oh no.
We
I'm
can
surprised they
bond
haven't done
over. We could bond over our horns.
Just wait until they say, "Father, come play with us," and then you have flashbacks to the woods.
Oh god. give two tiny children the power to bend nature to their will and watch them go crazy.
Just have the fucking Kill Bill sirens going off in your head. Alright.
Great.
You know, this is gonna probably be blasphemous, but I've actually never seen Kill Bill.
Neither have I.
Get
I
the
just know
fuck
the
out.
memes from it.
Neither have I.
It's not really that blasphemous, dog.
A lot of people
I mean,
haven't
it's
seen
not
it.
blasphemous, but still, get the fuck out.
What's
I just know, like,
blasphemous is
Kill
if you're
Bill's
playing
like
this
this.
game and you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. That's blasphemous.
Actually, I think I've only watched The Hobbit. And I don't even retain any of the
You
information
gotta
from The
watch
Hobbit.
the first. The Hobbit
Requesting
sucks
permission
compared to
to
the
kill
original
them
trilogy.
all.
He's got a point.
I'm just saying, Lord of the Rings is the greatest fantasy trilogy that has ever been written ever.
I will eventually one day watch Lord of the Rings.
You should do it.
The problem is Matt doesn't fucking watch movies a lot. Like
I've been
it's
watching a lot
weird.
more movies recently. I watched Nightcrawler last night. That was fun.
with Kurt Wagner.
I don't know. I don't know actors' names. You think
That's
I don't watch movies. That's how we established this.
It was a joke. It wasn't an actual actor's name. Kurt Wagner is the name of Nightcrawler from the X-Men. Anyway,
Yeah, it's funny. He's Catholic, yet he looks the most demonic out of pretty much everyone in the fucking cast.
Except for
Partially
his
because he is.
It's the entire point.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
the point. Anyway,
I
so
know
no
it's
one had
it's
anything to do
music room.
specifically, right?
No, just hang out with family, mourn a little bit, drink, and marry.
At most, I might ask my boss what the fuck I'm supposed to do with the fact I'm a lord now.
Right. Well, it's an interesting conundrum. I mean, you're just like, well, fucking enjoy, because I guess you earned it. It depends on what you want to do with that title, because the title is granted to you and your name's on the deed, so it's not like anyone could like take it over. So it's up to your plans as to what you want your character to do. If you want them to give it up to someone in the colony, if you want to have the colony take over that land and maintain it for you, then you can offer that home to people. If you want to use it as a base of operations for your group as you travel throughout the continent and beyond.
I think I'd rather use it as a base, because I'm gonna be honest, Chance is a little not a little bit selfish. So
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
Well,
It's up to you. I mean, it's it's your adventure. You earned it. This isn't fucking communist Russia where everything's part of the group, comrade. So you get to do whatever you want with it. He does mention though that you should keep in mind that your inroads now into the nobility of this land are extended somewhat. New paths have opened for you to interact with some of the more important people that exist in this world, and not only do you have to be more careful, but you should try and be more observant as well when it comes to how things work, because you're going to learn a lot about how the system works now.
looks
by
at my
virtue of
minus 2 to
being
perception.
Huh?
Looks at my minus 2 to perception. Yeah, I'll observe.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Congrats, you're a politician now.
You're
Glad
good
none
at
of us have to do that
you're good at
shit.
taking notes, but there's a decorum and an opportunity that comes with being a minor lord, even if it is minor. So that could be useful to the colony, and he'll leave it up to your discretion to kind of relay things. But you are at the end of the day the lord and proprietor of Fairweather Manor at this point. So.
As a reminder, just make sure I have this correct, because I kind of have to pull up my notes a bit weirdly. The stuff with the map and things, that was Chance's own little side project. There's nothing to do with my boss at all, right?
Yeah, that's his own thing. You have essentially your mentor from the Moon's notes on pre-breaking shit and where things might be. So
a
that has
reminder
nothing to
that
do
has
with the
entangled
Archmage.
with me.
Yeah, those things are entangled with Conley.
Oh, actually, I do have something I want to do. Would that be alright?
Sure.
I'm just searching the archive and try to find the book on etiquette to royalty and nobles, beginner's guide. But back then, like a long time ago.
Sure. Okay. Etiquette 101. Um.
How did not look
Uh.
like a major ass hat in the court?
Sure. I mean, it's not. It's probably not the most important thing they would have brought with them in terms of knowledge, but it is something that would
I
be in
know,
the
but
archive for sure. It takes a little bit to find it, but it's like because it's like maybe 1 or 2 books, and the information in them is likely outdated, but it's at least a good starting point.
I mean, even if it's outdated, they still have branched off from the original. So
Right. There's a difference between nobility on the moon and nobility in this place. You just don't know what that difference is yet. Um,
yeah, that's why I wanted the historical one, the older one. That's why I said specifically
yeah, I know
before
exactly. It's
the
like
shattering, the
it's a
branching
good
off.
it's a good like starting off point. But in terms of the way that this society has evolved from that, I mean, already it's going to be much different. It's going to be far flung. The uh, the relations between different peoples and different countries that sparked some of the mannerisms of the people of old are most likely, if not certainly, certainly evolved or tossed aside entirely, depending on the circumstance. But general things like how to behave in public, how to behave, how to behave to a lady, and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff pretty much remains the same as far as you've seen.
All right, I pick up whatever books I could find and stuff it in my backpack for now, so I could give it to somebody later.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And of course, I go through the proper procedure of checking out the library from the checking out the book from the archives.
It involves writing your name in blood on a contract, and then the contract poofs away, and if you do anything wrong, the devil kills you and takes your soul.
I thought that was my
Exactly,
shtick.
standard contract.
Yeah, it's standard for a library. But no, you do have to sign out on a book. Uh, there's a ledger, just so we know who has it. All right. Anyone
Well,
else?
it's just me and Chance at the bar, it seems. So, you want to role play that, Chance, or?
Yeah, I'd be alright with that.
All right.
Assuming nobody else has any issues there.
Awkward conversation.
Ah, yeah. Woo! I'm getting all the awkward conversations in.
Drinking is a sin.
Hell yeah.
We'll get Ash in here at some point. We promise.
I'd like to play this session, That'd be nice.
This is why I was asking.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, you could just be in the fucking. Unless Ash is Ash a local, or is Ash one of the?
So he's
Ash
a
has
local.
already said they're local.
It's we have a whole backstory from like other places, so
Yeah.
yeah.
This is why I just have them be pulled out of pockets. Alright, up to you, Chance. Seems you want to do it, so... I mean, I'm at the bar, more like 2 or 3 drinks deep, because you said you gotta go get Moyle. And you had a competition with the Archmage, so...
Yeah. With that in mind, once Chance shows up, he's just.
He exists.
Man, when Chance shows up, he's just very clearly, just kind of dead behind the eyes right now.
What are you drinking?
Whatever gets me the most completely shit-faced.
Well... whatever gets in the most, shit face, and I guess I'll have, I want something fruity. And I'll, look to the bartender, see if they,
Well, if you want
How
something
they
fruity, you're gonna have to look elsewhere, lass. We've not got much in
fine.
the way of spirits here, but we've got a lot of beer, ale, mead. That's probably the closest you're gonna get, to be honest.
I'll have a meat then.
I'll have a meat as well.
Right, 2 meads then. Bartender slides the drinks over to you. It does the classic bartender polishing the glass thing, but since there's no one else in here, he's definitely going to overhear any conversation you make. So,
You may have the first sip, Lord Chance.
Don't you start. I'm already going to have to get used to that now.
Alright.
So what is his actual title? We would have heard it, right?
Lord of
I've said it.
Fairview.
the Lord of
Fairweather.
The Lord of Fairweather Manor.
Fairweather.
Fairweather Manor.
Yeah, but are we
yes.
talking Baron, Baronet?
Lord Regent.
Lord Regent. Yep. He's Lord Regent of Fairweather Manor, which includes lands within and throughout Larasheth.
Interesting.
Chance will kind of hold up his mug. Skylar.
Yep. So, I'm guessing you're gonna need a steward for your property, because you're gonna be traveling around a lot, or are you gonna settle down for the manor and get that up and running?
Nah, I would rather not just hang around. I have things I want to do.
Yeah, your mats and whatever else the colony requires, I guess. Do y'all have any like objectives now, or is kind of open-ended?
As it stands, it's fairly open-ended. We're just supposed to gather info and advance our interests here.
What are y'all's interests? Like, do y'all have the moon? Do y'all want to carve out a life here for yourselves as well? Or is there more to it?
Honestly, some of us have our own reasons. Primarily, it's supposed to just go back to where we thought, as far as we were concerned, was our true home. Better for worse.
Yeah, and then you found more than you bargained for. That's always how it is, isn't it?
Indeed.
When I joined up with y'all, I thought y'all were just a random group of adventurers and just happened to be passing through.
Well, as far as things are concerned, we pretty much are for right now.
I wouldn't count moon people as just random travelers passing through. But whatever you say.
Once all is said and done, I might retire to the manor, but, well, I'd like to get an idea of how things sit first.
You could always leave the Moyle in the hands of the manor in the hands of Moyle.
No!
Lord Moyle of Leversham? Or the Chev? I don't know.
Larashev.
There's
Well,
Larry Shed.
Well, for starters, it'd be a full name of Lord Archmoyle, which just unfortunately doesn't exactly roll off the tongue very well.
Well, I mean, 2 problems with that. 1, I'm not the one with the title. And 2, if I stray too far from my master, I'm unfortunately dragged back to hell, so there's a problem there.
That too.
Back to hell. You know, I gotta admit something. When at the party, I don't know if you saw him, the tiefling fellow wearing the mage robes. I it made me realize that my worst fear, that everything that's happened recently, is exactly what he's experiencing. You know, you know, circumstances that he couldn't control, and now there's things that just become harder in his life. He's lost family because his condition, tiefling. I guess it worked out for him. It's worked out for me so far, but that's my worst fear is losing friends and family because of this. And I don't know.
If it makes you feel any better, only one of us in the group that hasn't given up pretty much everything to come here is Tavanta.
Devon's a good person.
That is.
This may be rude to say, but if there's anyone that deserves to come back after a mission, it's Tavanta. I think I just have to get as many people back as I can. It is kind of my job as a cleric, I guess, huh?
Indeed. Unfortunately, as we've seen with Skylar, not everything goes our way on this stuff.
Wasn't fucking there. Oh man. Oh.
Chance will kind of just silently reach into his pocket and just set the healing potion on the counter in front of him, staring at the thing like it's about to catch, as if he'd want it to catch fire.
Oh, you can't blame yourself. Y'all had already dealt with half of them by the time I got there. I can't imagine what the full attack was. There's no way you're gonna get that potion into her mouth without dying yourself. Hell, you almost did.
Regardless, I had it with me the whole time.
It was still very impressive for the record, Master. I mean, half that ruin looked like a holocaust. It was amazing.
What is a holocaust?
Don't talk.
Okay, okay. The word Holocaust existed before the historical event.
Did it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it has
Huh.
It's called Holocaust.
Holocaust?
Holocaust. Anyway.
Learn a new word every day, and apparently wine turns to vinegar. Did you know that, bartender?
It's the... Well, yeah, of course I knew it. Every bartender worth his salt knows it.
What? I didn't know. I guess I'm not a bartender. Do you have to be a bartender to know? Did you know, Chance?
Of course I did.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, you've got to know a little bit about what you're fucking selling. If you leave it alone in the basement for too long, it's gonna go bad.
But I thought things got better with time.
Well, that's
Most of
only
all
for certain
alcohol.
occasions. If you've let wine go that long, first of all, you're probably not the bartender that put it down there anymore.
We elves live a long time. You'd be surprised.
You know, that is true. Another round then.
I'm gonna point to Chance.
Keep them coming. I got the cash.
Very well, my lord.
I
most certainly will.
Oh, don't you start now.
I'm gonna slam the counter.
Do I have to call you my lord now, or shall I still call you master?
Is there much of a difference?
One of them comes with prestige.
The thing is, Moyle, I know that whichever thing I answer, you're just gonna pick the one that annoys me the most.
I wouldn't dream of it as long as I'm ordered not to say it.
What you should have done, Moyle, was you should have not brought it up and then just randomly refer to them as both whenever you felt like it. really gotta keep him on his toes, you know.
Don't you give him ideas.
Well, we devils gotta look out for each other, and sometimes that excludes you.
It's cute. You think you're the same as me.
Well, we both got the horns and
Oh,
red. I mean, like, you right.
we
You're
have a
just a
lot
lowly
of red in our
summon.
party.
You have a lot of fiendish shit in your party. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know we had Devil Man summoning Devil before I made my character.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, sorry, real quick. I've been researching how wine turns into vinegar. This is
Oh my god.
Apparently,
You're a
the
fucking
most
nerd.
common mistake that's made is that there's a cork problem with really expensive wine bottles, and the oxygen and some bacteria will react with the alcohol, and in about 2.5 to 6 months, it'll turn into like common like shelf vinegar.
Well, get fucked.
Spectacular.
Alrighty.
Yeah, sorry, y'all said some nice things about me, but I was like really busy.
Fun fact.
Trying to figure this out.
Okay, so as
That'll be all for us.
We're trying to get
I
the
think.
rails moving again. So as the drinks keep flowing and conversations are had, knowledge is gained and family is hung out with. Eventually, after a certain amount of time, I don't know how many days do you guys want to stay in town? Just one?
3
You gonna
days
stay for
sound
fucking
good?
3 days? You gonna hang out?
So Vonto would want to stay for at least a couple.
Yeah, I think 3 days is good.
Just give yourself a 3-day weekend.
Yeah,
Sure.
fuck it. We earned it, damn it. It cost us the life of one of our own.
Yeah,
We can take a 3-day.
Every time one of you dies, you get 3 days of downtime.
It's called bereavement.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. So we'll say after like 3 days or so, you guys get on the road again. Goodbyes are had amongst family. Gatherings of things are happening. Guys can, if you want to purchase anything from the one merchant in town, it's the same as a general store. So if you have anything you want to spend your money on, now's the time.
If I say health potions, how much will Hunter hate me?
You can spend it on health potions if you want to. They have a couple. They can produce
I
their
don't
own
have
as
that
well.
much.
They have alchemists and druids here, so like they can produce.
I mean,
their own.
I won't hate you, but Chance will just be staring at those potions as if they were about to explode.
It might do
As
that.
if he
if you
wants
start
them to explode.
Gonna accidentally cast Hellish Rebuke on it for no reason.
Yep.
Inflicts emotional damage, reaction, hellish rebuke.
Yeah, it's a first level spell.
Emotional damage.
Oh, and the roll for my sake.
Emotional damage!
You take 1 point of psychic damage. Okay. So the point is, eventually you're on the road again. If you want to buy something, let me know now. 3, 2.
When we gather back up, I'd like to give to Chance that thick-ass tome of the ancient etiquettes. Here,
Here,
yes, sir.
learn how to manner better, bitch.
Damn.
I mean, my lord.
I will slap you.
Do we have to call you Lord now?
That's the
No.
proper etiquette, sir.
Well, just know that I will not be doing that.
Thank you.
That feels weird.
Think about it this way. Chance wouldn't be Lord without her help. So we're all like, part Lord, kinda. I don't know.
I don't.
You should
Let's
probably
not think about it.
You should probably put a surname on your character sheet, by the way, Hunter, because someone needs to call you Lord something.
Lord Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you made me kill you,
Lord
bitch.
the Rapper.
I was just about to go there. You son of a
like-
bitch.
Chance doesn't have a surname. She's like,
Well, your surname is Fairweather
You do
now.
now is Larishev.
You can always borrow mine.
Lord Chance Fairweather. That rose.
You could take it.
Do it,
No,
bitch.
I just imagine when Conley says this shit, just looks at her like he'd probably be blushing if his face weren't already red. You do know what that
No.
means when you offer
Yes, I
someone
did.
that your name, right?
I didn't know he could turn a deeper shade of red.
I mean,
Who
I
created
didn't
the
think.
time?
Yeah, I should have thought about that.
What did Moyle say?
Chance, you're terrible with women. You know that?
You don't need to know. All right. On the road again,
Bucks.
and eventually making your way to Larishev. I am assuming you're going to Larishev, right?
Yes.
Check out your house. Your house. that
Check
you
out the
had.
new days after burying our friend. Dope. Let's get the episode of Crib started, yo.
So, I essentially, a week after the tournament, a little over a week after the tournament, you arrive in. Actually, it's probably versioning on like 2 weeks almost at this point. You arrive in Larishev and take the country road that leads up to your manor. I'm going to pull out the section I have on the manor because I have things written. Blah blah blah, etc. The manor itself, as you approach it, is a 3-story building constructed primarily of stone. There's a gravel path leading up to the manor that is almost completely overgrown with weeds and grass. The front lawn has grown waist high in the absence of a gardener, and a few stone statues can be seen poking out from within of various animals and individuals. Behind the main house, a fenced pasture, now also overgrown, lies in disrepair, but could serve as a decent pen for livestock if it were fixed. Near the pasture is an old stone shed, inside of which are several rusted gardening tools and an old leather saddle caked in dust and dirt. That's
Do our horses
what
have
you see is
saddles already?
your horses that you have are for the cart, so no.
Okay, they're just got the. Okay.
Yay, free saddles. And also, goddamn, this
One saddle.
yard is disgusting. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
Fixer upper? Is that
I'm
the
assuming
word
the
for it?
title didn't come with any goal to get this place up and running again.
no, I believe that because I have a say. I believe that given my title, I probably have due for tax stuff like that.
Oh my god, we're gonna collect taxes?
We're going to be those people? That is.
I mean,
Are we? What are we doing? Hold on. Let's just sidebar real quick. What are we doing?
What the fuck is going on?
Part of the
What the actual hell? I know. We got the manor.
is collecting the taxes and provide the protection and send the tariff to the king.
Wait. So okay.
okay,
hold
wait,
on.
but do we have anyone to even collect the taxes?
Back it, yeah. Back it up. So, we got. You are a lord. This is a manor. What the purpose? What are we doing from here on out? What is end goal? What is the end goal? I feel like we rushed head first into the getting the whole title thing, and we kind of didn't really discuss what it was for. Is it a we thing? Is it just chances, new gigs, and we kind of just it's just a place for us to kick back and relax when we're not doing other crazy bullshit. What is the goal here? Are we getting into politics?
Unfortunately, it seems like that we are, sir.
Are we?
Well,
He does have a title to Lord, and that does mean he does have somewhat responsibilities to the Lord that has given him the land.
So
Yeah,
what
so
are
that's what-
your responsibilities?
Did they actually tell me my responsibility? They just say, "Oh, hey, you have a title and land now. Go nuts."
No, they did. As part of the lordship, you're responsible for Um, you're responsible for essentially keeping the peace in Larishev.
So he's a chef?
Insofar, well, now you're not like a lawmaker, but you are lord of the land, and technically speaking, their lands are built on yours. So when it comes to disputes of like border disputes for like land parcels, or this guy stole one of my cows, or whatever the fuck Larishev has to do. This trader came into town and fucked my wife. Um, you're gonna be the one that hears from that group of people, small complaints and such. For the larger protection, yeah, for the larger protection of the town, that's granted by the Kingsguard. So you're fine with that. Um, there are patrolling guards throughout Larishev that exist. Not a lot are needed. There's maybe a small garrison of like a dozen people, maybe, that's upkept at any given time. And then apart from that, you're obviously responsible for attending matters of what do you call it, a moot or a meet or whatever the fuck. Whenever someone calls for the lords of the land to appear somewhere, you'll receive a summons.
Pretty sure that's a moot.
So what, in our mailbox or what? This is where do we have?
They'll find us.
There's couriers. Get a courier.
I feel like we jumped in without even knowing if there's a bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, well, even if we did that, we can't exactly undo that now.
Well, we could give control of the land and title to your commune and take it from there.
The easiest thing would be establish a major dormasa to run the state and do your duties in your stead.
So he needs a steward.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe a steward could do. Strolls-in, you'd be perfect for it, but you're traveling with us.
So we need somebody who can. Okay, so first of all, we need somebody to keep track of the minor complaints that come in from the town. One, that same person needs to be able to contact you in case you're not in Ledeshev. So another device like what you use for the Archmage, yes? Because I would assume, unless our whole thing is just going to be like improving Ledeshev and expanding our reach now, which is cool, I guess, if that's our direction, but like, I would assume that we are going to be moving like we did before, so you're not always going to be here as the Lord. See the problem?
Indeed, I'll need someone to do things while I'm not here. Though, quite frankly, I have little to no interest in
Politics.
giving my title to the colony.
So, okay.
So we need to find a steward. Who do we know is trustworthy and can be a steward?
I'm sorry, sir. I thought this was what you're discussing with the Archmage for the last 3 days, sir.
You were discussing things with the Archmage for the last 3 days?
I assumed
Oh.
that he would be. I assumed wrong, apparently.
So
I asked him about what I'm supposed to about what I should do, given how he's still my superior. Well, that's not how this went. The question of how I'm supposed to run it did not come up.
you didn't think that would probably be a thing to ask? Okay.
I
Okay.
believe we were all a bit more preoccupied with things, if I'm being quite frank.
Okay. Point being is that we need a steward.
We need a
Who is
steward.
that? Again, who do we know that we can trust that can steward? It could be someone from the colonies. It could be someone we've met on our journey.
Us, the Archmage, and well, Tamata laughs because he was about to say his wife. That would be interesting.
Yes, I volunteered my family to run the extremely opulent and great, awesome mansion that we have.
Where my multiple kids will run around and have fun in the mansion.
Of course, they're cows.
Not
They can
like
cut the
in-
grass with their teeth.
Oh, ouch! Wow!
Wow.
No, bro. No, bro.
That's sorry.
Is he wrong, Mo?
Yes.
Well,
I'm
you know why he's not
vegetarian.
wrong? Because you're also all druids. You can literally turn into things to eat the grass, regardless.
That's true.
Doesn't mean we do.
Anyway,
The fuck?
you guys are having this conversation outside of the manor, by the way. Like, you haven't even gone into
Yeah.
it. It's like you saw the front lawn and you were like, fuck, what are we doing?
So literally, I just need to step back. Like, wait, what the fuck are we doing? We were walking confidently up there as if we knew what we were going to do, but I guarantee you, none of us know what we're going to do. No, just not okay. Let's just fucking walk in then. Let's go.
Hey,
Keep
yeah.
going.
Yes,
Let's go.
let's see what.
Let's discuss our
Fucking
ineptitude inside the manor.
Okay.
None of you have played none of you been part of the court before?
I assume with the deed to the land came like a key.
Yes.
Big shiny key.
There's a key to the manor. Yes, you are able to go through. So, through the rotting oak doors, the entryway of the manor is a sorry sight to see, to say the least. The chandelier that once hung in the foyer has fallen from the ceiling and smashed into the marble flooring, completely destroying it and cracking the stone beneath. There are 2 staircases curving up to a balcony on the 2nd floor, one of which has partially collapsed in the middle. On the walls above the stairs hang dusty, molded portraits of the previous owner's family, now only barely recognizable through the grime. There are also, if I remember correctly, let me go look at the map of this place. There are doorways to your left and right past the stairs, and there's a hallway that leads around the corner from there. Underneath the lip of the balcony, you can see there are 4 doors that lead into the center portion of the manor in front of you. 4 separate doors.
Savant just looks around the state of the place and like, Lord of shit.
What a wonderful foyer.
It is big.
Well, it's got personality.
I don't know what personality you've seen that reflects this, but I would recommend not hanging out with that person.
You know,
Just
they
looks
always...
at Boyle. Just looks at Boyle. you know, Tomas, I don't think that's gonna be an option for me.
Whoops, too late. So,
You know,
she's a
I
fixer
think-
upper.
I think just like every other relationship, you come into this one thinking, I can fix them. Not
I
quite
don't
sure
know
if we can.
I don't know if we can. Well, we need like stonemason to repair this. The chandelier is cracked oh god, and then the lawn care is ridiculous. Actually, I probably could help with that if I really wanted to.
Such as, may I make a recommendation?
Please, Sholvan, of your infinite wisdom, please enlighten us.
You see, if I was in his shoes, I would have asked March Mage for somebody from our expedition that's somewhat good at this sort of things as a steward, and he could have taken over and doing the job in your stead.
But the deed has his name on it. It's going to be awful strange if he comes in here expecting the devil man and his
If I'm
But
going
if
to
he
be quite
appointed
honest,
as a steward, then it would not be out of norm.
Well, do you want to go back to the colony real quick? only like 2 days away.
You guys don't trust me at all.
We should keep moving through the manor just to see.
What'd you
But-
say?
I have a bad idea.
Tavasi just walks off and starts looking like at the various rooms,
Which
hoping
rooms?
the place that
Which direction are you?
We're sticking together this time. We're not splitting up.
I'm splitting up. I'm heading west. Y'all want to follow me? You can.
West. Okay. A direction, finally. So, through the left side door in the main entryway, a set of creaky double doors lead to a large dining hall, where a long, scuffed table sits at the center, covered in cobwebs and dust. Several candelabras still decorate the tabletop, but the candles have long since melted into the tablecloth, ruining it. Several windows lie behind grimy curtains, themselves caked with years of dust and grime, giving only a partial view of what's left of the front gardens. Another set of double doors sits at the back of the room, as well as a large hearth toward one end of the table.
Tavanta keeps going.
Okay. As you approach the double doors on the other end of the room, you can hear increasingly loudly as you approach the clattering of pots and pans.
Man is haunted, of course.
Something's up ahead.
Why do you assume it's haunted? It could just be someone who snuck in and is trying to steal pots and pans.
The double
Could be a
doors.
very big rat.
The double doors do have portholes.
Tavanta's definitely looking in.
You can see, as you look through the portholes, you can see that there's a kitchen on the other side of this, where stacks of dirty, tarnished cookware is scattered throughout the room. But the thing that catches your attention the most is there's a woman standing there, a drow woman with short white hair, in kind of like raggedy clothing, holding out a cast iron skillet at about 3 large, like, dog-sized rats that are slowly encroaching upon her.
Oh dear.
Please tell me this is how they're introduced.
Yes, of course. Of course it is.
Door opens. Scorching ray.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute for me to get. Ash doesn't actually have a token. Let me do this so I can at least give you the map.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna load in for me, but yeah, I'm just gonna if I can get a quote surprise around just scorching ray off the rats. Just bah, bah, bah.
Really,
No, I want to see what Ash can do.
Okay.
Let's see it, Ash.
Turn into a werewolf.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
What?
give it a minute.
Yo?
Did I fucking stutter?
Oh, sorry, what? Is there a
Oh
third
no,
group?
Hunter! It's fucking assholes of the financing all over again.
Can't believe I'm the one who looks at the fucking peephole and I get to save the thing, and Hunter's like, nope, scorching ray, fuck you.
Hold on a second. So, here's gonna be how you guys are stacked up. So it'll be Chance first. Why does Chance only have 17 HP? I don't understand.
Hasn't healed.
Why does he only have 17
I
17 HP total?
Oh.
he showed
Oh
it.
no.
He has 27.
You should probably fix that because your token has
I
17
can't!
total HP. You can on roll 20. You can. If you get in there.
He's on
No!
mobile, on data.
Yeah, you can access.
Like
your
I
tokens.
can't. Is it won't load? I can't access my sheet at all.
Oh boy, I'll have to fix that. Then. What the fuck is
You're on
this?
your phone and you can't access your sheet? That's strange, because I've been doing it this entire time on my
God,
phone.
that's so weird. How did you get 17 max HP? Your hit point
Does this
maximum
sound
is
that's reduced-
27. Why is that the case? What's going on here?
Did something reduce his max HP and he just didn't reset it at one point? Or maybe actually
No, the token's
reset,
actually fucked up for some reason.
Oh,
It's 27, right?
wacky. Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. See if that changes. It didn't change it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and reset your token real quick. There we go. So that should be it. Okay. Now I can put you guys on the map for this thing. So.
Nice.
Okay. I hope that worked.
This is a very tiny map. You're right about one thing.
Yeah.
Small map.
So Tavanto being right in front of the door, Chance was shoving him out of the way and casting Scorching Ray, I'm assuming?
Apparently, for fuck's sake.
Hugging us?
Tavanta's like, there's a person, rats! And Chance goes, rats? Not in my Mitch! Time to set this place ablaze!
Just already set fire to the voice.
reaction, so.
Well, I figured, like, hey, someone's in danger. Kill the rats that are being distributed.
We don't know. The rats could be the innocent ones. We can't assume.
This is rat discrimination.
Yeah.
They could be oppressed were rats, and this person is racist. And I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Why do y'all let me speak?
We don't know.
We don't. You just do it anyways.
Oh yeah, because it's fun to fuck with people. Am I supposed to be seeing things?
Hopefully that works.
Hey, dope.
There we are. Okay, so go ahead and make your attack rolls, Chance, I guess, since this is your reaction to this.
Hey, I can't see anything. If you guys see anything,
I know,
On the
I know.
bright
You're
side,
not on the
I'm
map,
gonna
so
fix
that's
it.
probably why you can't.
I'm gonna fix it.
on the bright side, I still remember my attack roll modifiers, so.
Oh, hi. Could Chance even see all of them from where they are?
Yeah, 19 hits.
No. Oh,
14
so
probably
you can-
hits. Yep, and 21 definitely hits. So, one. I'm assuming one on each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll up 2d6 at a time.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can reroll that one.
Yep. That's perfect. Okay. So, a 7, a 6, and a 10.
10.
Okay. So, only one of them manages to duck behind the counter in time for you to not kill it. The other two are dead, though. And this drow
I
lady...
guess.
This drow lady is standing in the kitchen. All of a sudden, fire shoots past you as these people barge into the room and incinerate two of the rats you were facing off against.
oh fucking fuck!
Can I
Hi.
just add to the absurdity of the situation and run forward and turn into a giant crocodile and try to eat the last rat?
Okay. All right. You.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
hey,
What did you say, Nathan?
Crocodile.
Okay.
hey, Skylar, I think your character's about to have a heart attack. You might want to roll up a new character.
I'm young
Jesus.
enough. It's fine.
Okay. Crocodile is a large creature, so you see a cowman run in, disappear, and turn into a crocodile.
That takes your action, by the way. You can't even jump at the thing now.
Yeah, you can't.
No, but
You're just
scaring
there as a crocodile now. You can't
Just
hit
scaring
it.
I just imagine Ash is just so fucking confused.
I'm confused. There's a crocodile. We're setting fire to the mansion already. It hasn't even been like 5 minutes.
Hey.
What
I
is
only
it, guys?
burnt
Get
the
here.
rat.
Chase is like, I own it. I can break it.
You know,
I'll just get a new one. Wait, I won't. Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I'll give any of the other 4 of you a chance to do something.
I don't like to turn to my hybrid form.
Okay, well. So now after 2 of the rats have been incinerated, and one of them is like burned and hidden behind the counter, the drow woman turns into a what are you?
Werewolf.
Okay, well, you're a wolf now, so congratulations. You hear like the cracking of bones and the ripping of muscle as this this little drow woman explodes into a wolf creature in front of you.
And I like to
That's
know.
not my most stunning thing. Okay, shit.
You're like,
God
fuck.
damn.
Not only are we fighting giant rats, we are now fighting a werewolf. So,
Like, who the fuck are you guys? And why is this bird rat alive? Smoke
Makes-
rat.
Crocodile noises. I don't fucking know.
crocodile noises.
I don't know.
One of the giant rat that's injured, since no one's doing anything about it, is going to scurry off away from you through the set of
I wanted to
doors.
bite the fucker. Why was I thought to bite the fucker?
You
No,
get-
use
you
your
get an
action to transform.
Yeah, use your action to transform. You could have moved into range to get an op attack when it runs away, though. So if you want to make a reaction to try and eat the rat real quick. certainly
Yeah, we're
can.
gonna do. What is that? I can't see it.
It's a 5
I don't
plus
know,
whatever
you're an
the fuck
alligator.
that is.
Yeah, that's a 5 plus 4.
So 9.
Yeah. It's a
That's
9 hit.
unfortunate. No. No.
Oh, damn.
Can I make an opportunity?
Scurries away. Somewhere in the mansion, there's an injured giant rat.
Dog, I'm gonna hunt that fucking thing down. Fuck that, no.
What are you, a werewolf? Oh, wait.
Okay.
My priorities. Chance with this thing, roll his head out, blast
Oh
us
my
like
God.
two.
You are a robot, my
You
friend.
You are.
Dang,
Alrighty.
I-
So instead of fighting
I-
the werewolf, you decide to say, fuck that, the rat is more important than the werewolf.
I mean, I kind of didn't hear what I said, but the rat is something I'll handle later. But right now, hold hand out at the fucking werewolf. I'm about to fucking light it up too.
Okay. Well, we're going to roll
Crocodile
initiative.
turns on werewolf and makes angry crocodile noises.
At this point, we're rolling initiative. So go ahead and just,
Okay.
we're going to do that real quick.
This is where I would really like counterspell. Can I
Oh,
get counter?
man.
PG, can I get counterspell as a cleric somehow?
If you disregard your god and move on to the god of Arcana.
Huh.
He considers it.
I can't grab my token because I can't see it.
Oh. Should be right there.
You should be able to.
No, I can't see
Oh,
in
I
general.
know what happened. I know what happened. I didn't give you sight on your token yet. Hold on. Sorry. My bad. My bad. You have night
Blind
vision.
to werewolf
for
that.
Are you night vision to 60 or are you at full draw?
Full drop.
Okay, 120.
Wasn't your last character? Wasn't Skylar a drow?
Yes, I like Drow.
I like trains.
I like turtle.
Okay, when you shut the fuck up.
You hate it? Oh, I'll never stop then. Thanks for giving me reason to keep going.
You're welcome, bud. I know you need it.
I really did it, but thank you.
Okay. You should be able
I'm
to
just
see
gonna-
now.
Ah, fuck, it's tough initiative.
Oh, that's an advantage on initiative. I think I know exactly what you are now.
Really, the werewolf thing didn't tick you off?
Yeah!
Yeah. Fucking exactly, dude. The fuck?
I wonder what class
Feel like
in all of D&D
feel like that was a
allows you
dead
to
giveaway.
just really be... Oh my gosh, wow.
I'm just gonna. Can I take the first roll for initiative because for some reason the Indian bot isn't working?
Why do you think it's not working?
I clicked on a token and no, I clicked on a token and it's not attaching the initiative to the token.
It
Oh,
seems
well, now
to
it's
have.
there.
It rolled a.
No, let's wait.
Oh, I see. What the fuck? Why are
So
you
don't-
Skylar and Ash? How does that work?
That is a good question. I shall change that.
What the fuck? How does
Why are so many characters named Ash? I mean, I could change them. They're Skylar because their roll 20 name is
'Cause,
Skylar.
No, I
Like,
know,
for
but,
example,
why
I
did they
could
roll as Ash in the chat though? How does
because
that?
they clicked on
It's-
it.
I don't know. maybe you have to be as Skylar, or whatever that equivalent is to have it add to the roll 20. So whatever works,
Oh.
you can.
I know what I had. Okay.
So the way we've done things in the past, we take the first correct roll, and apparently the 7 is a correct roll. So we're gonna run with that.
Okay. Fair enough.
I am fog. Yes. Yeah. See, this is why I shouldn't have brought this up. Because now y'all are gonna be like, fireball, and
Yay.
look at me, I'm a bitch ass fairy fire. All right. I'm still missing
I
like
did it.
several of you.
Well, I can't load in my sheet.
I know, I'm working on you. I'm still missing at least one person, maybe 2.
Stroll in. Nope, just stroll
I'd
in.
love
Because
to,
Moyle's
but
also
like,
here.
like my sheet won't load, so
I'm
I
not
can't
talking
exactly
about
do
you. I'm
anything.
talking about the other people.
Suck it up, Hunter. Live in my world. Welcome to hell.
I'm apparently in a worse situation. You actually can load yours.
You went to the 7th layer, bitch.
Man, there's been a
Makes
lot
sense.
of demon content this episode.
It's too
Or
much
devil
demon
content, rather.
We need to tone it back a little bit.
So
I'm still
perhaps
missing. I'm
you
missing. I'm missing Strollvan.
So perhaps you overreacted on the rats.
Is yours just taking a long time to come up, Jay, or what?
Hmm?
Are you rolling it? You
Your
need to roll
initiative.
initiative. I need you to roll initiative. If you haven't already. If you did, then it's just being laggy. But this is
Come
also like the
on.
most calm music for this too. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. We'll just do fucking this one. I don't know.
On this episode of...
Intruder.
I almost said meeting of the
Burn.
Monster House. Chatterday! Can we kill our party member before they become a party member?
Yeah, can you kill
I
another?
really don't want
Can you
to
kill
kill
another
character.
drow in as many sessions?
I was just you're supposed to be the same thing. By the storm.
Y'all are racist against drow.
Okay, I rolled it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look, Ranger just turned into a big angry wolf person.
Don't worry.
Man, this
I'm
is a
just gonna
tiny
mess you
dining
a little
room.
bit.
Okay, now it fucking rolled.
Well, it rolled twice. It rolled a 19 and then a 21. So you're 19, 18. Oh, fix it.
Already fixed.
No, you got them. Here we go. Okay, so ironically, the first one to go is the owl. So
The owl could go get rat dinner.
it's true.
Just saying.
Just
Owls
saying.
do like rat.
Familiar don't work that way. Familiar literally cannot attack.
Okay, nah.
That's always been kind of dumb.
I mean, have you seen some of the options for familiars? Their attacks are a little bit spicy.
Well, the warlock one is.
Yeah, the warlock ones. They can get like 3d8
With the
damage. It's like, oh,
crocodiles
hi.
Still in the room, and I just can't see it because I don't have.
Yeah,
permission for
is
that.
this door not open?
This door is open.
Should be.
I
Here,
don't
hold on.
even see
I got no vision.
I know. Hold on.
I don't even
I
see
think
where
you have to
Ahsoka
move your
even is.
token to update the map. So
I don't know if there's a,
Oh.
what. Where
Yeah,
Crocodiles
you don't
are
have
there.
you
I
don't
just
have
don't
eyes
have
from
permission.
Snow, but you have eyes from yourself.
yeah, you
That's
can't
why.
I
see
should
through
have the
walls,
vision.
like-
Well, if I can't see through the snowy, then I can't take my turn because I can't see. Remember?
Well, just move Strollvin temporarily, and then you know where they go.
Okay.
So that way you can see.
So again, where werewolf at? I werewolf on map.
It's not in this.
In the
room,
door,
it's in
and
the
then
next
like,
room.
yeah, in the next room, like literally in front of the door.
Snowy's just gonna hold his action.
Okay.
2.
To do what? To help?
To help, yes.
Okay. To help who? To help do for what?
Help allies hit better, I guess.
Okay. So I'm gonna
The
move
rat
the
is
owl
not in
up
the
to the
initiative.
werewolf then. I'm just gonna stay right there.
What? No, I'm. He's gonna stay right there.
He needs to be next to the thing he's gonna be helping with.
Well, that's why he's holding the action now, ain't he?
Well,
Exactly.
he needs to be next to the werewolf in order to help
You can't
people
take
with
you
the
can't take
werewolf.
2 actions on a hold action. So you're either holding your action to move the owl in, or you're holding your action to help. One of the
Well,
two.
he'll hold the action to help if the werewolf comes from range. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll do that then. So we'll be fucking hanging out over there. Then it's your turn. Took it there, it was weird.
Blade song there.
Okay. You're on top of her.
You know, I think it's.
Oh, not on my screen.
She'll be there. So she's
On my
I don't
screen,
know.
she's right there.
She's right here. She's right here in actuality. This square. This one right here.
And she's the one that's hostile to us.
It's
No.
a wolf
She
that's
is
floated out
currently
of
a
person.
werewolf.
You can make your own inferences from that.
Yeah.
Don't let her bite you.
Or do, if that's what you're into. I don't know.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay, bonus action blade song.
Oh, is she talking or is she just like, eh?
She's talking. She's saying, "What the fuck is going on?" The guy turned into a fucking crocodile. Raps just got fucking vaporized, and you people just start coming at me.
You're in my house.
Well, I thought this house was abandoned.
It was.
It was.
What else is Stroll?
So why are
This
you
is way too much
calling me?
conversation to have over a free action, alright? We're not doing that. You can maybe get like one sentence out, but then that's it. What is Stroll doing?
I don't know what the fuck is going on and being distracted, so I'm just gonna blade song and just hold my action to any hostile creature comes within my reach.
Okay. Chance.
Chance goes, I'm good because I don't want to kill our fucking new party member immediately. I'm gonna spend my action to say, "The hell are you doing in my house?"
Nah, fuck it, play your character. You see a werewolf, what are you gonna fucking do?
Fair, I guess.
Don't listen to me, I'm a bad influence.
Don't listen to him.
It's the best intro.
Strawberry?
Just have you find each other.
Duck.
Oh, come on. Not
Come
like
on.
You're gonna
I
pull
have
up
the
your-
wrong spells prepped for today.
Oh,
That's all I'm
unfortunately.
gonna say.
That sucks for you.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 19 AC, and please don't do it.
I was about to cast lightning bolt just for the meme, but no, I would rather not blow a hole in the side of my house.
Do you want me to tell you what spells you got?
To be fair, sir, your house might need a major remodeling.
Blowing a hole in the wall could give you a nice opportunity to put in a kitchen bar. Just saying.
Your kitchen bar. Oh my god.
What the fuck, man?
Alright,
Listen, my mom has been
CTO
talking about one for our house forever now.
what spells do we have? Do I have?
In terms of attacking, you've got Scorching Ray, Flame Blade, Branding Smite, Lightning Bolt, and Fireball, and then of course your cantrips, which is just Firebolt. And Searing Smite, for what matters.
First order of business, subdue hostile, and see what the fuck's going on after.
Okay.
Chance will step in so Strovan is not in the line of fire. Point 2 fingers at the were creature. Lightning bolt.
Okay. There we go. I'll go ahead and roll.
You know. Fucking hell!
Make a dex
Okay.
save.
Look,
Okay.
I have a healing potion. If you go down, I'll pick you back up after so we can tie you up and be
Hey,
like, oh yeah,
nice.
what the fuck is your map?
No, it's only 13 points of lightning damage.
Oh, I rolled it. Got 26. Eh. I can't see any of the rolls, by the way.
Yeah, it's
just for the
fine.
record.
It's alright. 13 points of lightning damage, and that's your turn. Crocodile.
Guess we're attacking now. Let's go, baby. Crocodile move forward. Crocodile bite.
Alright.
Oh, 19. That misses.
So 15
Yeah.
plus 4.
That misses.
Misses. Cool. That's all I got.
Kalia.
That's my turn.
This session is so fucking cursed.
Truly. Alright. Well, first things first, I'm gonna step a little bit closer.
Okay.
Part of me is just like cast Spirit Guardians and designate no one. Everyone's getting hit by this. And then the actually reasonable part of me is like, it just shouted what the fuck is going on. So it's either trying to do an emo impression.
Calm emotions.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Is like, oh my god, why do I not have calm emotions right now?
Unfortunately.
Didn't expect I'd need it.
Probably the same reason you didn't expect you didn't prepare Revivify last session.
Well, where was I supposed to get the goddamn diamond, Hunter?
Jewelry shot.
I don't have 50 gold. Anyway.
That's funny. Could've robbed
100 gold.
Thievery.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Even in D&D, Matt, you sexually identify as Loki.
Truly.
I'm a cleric, you dull creature.
This guidance now. What does guidance do again?
I will ask after you got spell to move. So that way Moel can actually get in and do stuff.
Oh wait, what does thaumaturgy do? Hold up, I get that. That's right.
Yeah, you do have that. It makes your voice
All
louder,
right,
it
yep.
makes your eyes do shit.
Yeah, it makes my
rumbles
voice
around.
louder, alright, as if I'm not loud enough already.
Just say, everyone shut up!
Yeah, no, I'm casting thaumaturgy and shouting basically in Stolven and Chance's ear. Stop what you're doing!
I'm just standing here, sir.
Well, people are taking up defensive positions, and it's now Ash's turn. So, Ash, your reaction.
Crocodile looks
It's
very meek.
And just kind of jumping up on this counter and just having her shield out, kind of like, ah!
Opportunity attacks if y'all want them.
If you want him.
No, the crocodile will not bite.
It's a werewolf hiding behind the shield.
Yeah, it's because she's
Yeah.
doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I am
I'm sorry,
myself.
I got that off for a second. What I missed?
I shouted in your ear, stop what you're doing, and then the werewolf jumped up on the counter and put a shield in front of themselves.
You could take an opportunity attack if you want to. You don't have to.
The crocodile did not bite, so you do not have to bite.
Please do not bite.
I feel like it'd be weirder.
Y'all are not at that point in y'all's relationship yet.
That's a weird first werewolf thing.
He's married, Terry.
I'm talking about you.
Chance is bad with women.
Then again, I guess in a way you've been proposed to already, so.
Damn.
Get fucked.
That's true. And then he immediately went like, why would I do that?
I mentioned it in a non-marriage way, but that's how he took it. So have fun with that.
Well, I mean, it's not even like he's like, why would I do it? Like, you realize what you're saying there, right?
That's fine.
I didn't get an answer. I'm just throwing that up.
The point
Oh,
is,
today's
chances
session
virginity
is
still
so
intact.
going interesting. Starting with the funeral and now this rat shenanigans.
Chance's hymen is not broken.
What?
Well, chance you taking it off attack or not?
I'm
No.
sorry, what?
Don't worry about it. Just gloss over it and move on.
VG,
Don't worry
I
about it.
have several questions. Well, what the fuck you just said to me?
I can say many more awful things, but I don't want to. Just know that that was
No,
holding back all the things that I wanted to say that were funny. Alright.
Not sure if funny is the word I'd use, but go off, I guess.
No one said opportunity attack, so at this point, it's Moyle's turn.
I dare you to say the things you want to say, VG.
No, don't.
VG's having a giggle.
Yeah. I'm really trying here not to fucking say it.
Moyle's gonna move the stand. Moyle's gonna just move the stand between his master and. Why does Moyle have 17 max HP?
I don't know. Everything defaulted to 17 somehow.
17.
I think you have like 40.
Life is
Yeah,
when
it
you're
was
growing up so fast.
He does have 4.
Yeah, Moyle's just.
Oh, there it goes.
Moyle's just moving. Well, that's because I edited it myself.
Oh, hold on.
You can edit Moyle, but you can't edit yourself. Shake my head.
So weird.
Moyle just moves to stand in between his master and the potential hostile.
Hostiles in there.
So weird. Okay, whatever. Cool.
And hold his action to stab with claws if it would get hostile towards his master.
Got
If
a
not,
demon
everyone
with his
passes
claws
their
out.
turns.
So now the werewolf from behind the shield sees a demon with its claws out run out and threaten it. In a threatening nature, but also defensive posture. All right. Can I assume that everyone's cool now?
No, but go on.
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to still be openly hostile. If you
What
wanna- if
in
you
the
wanna-
bloody hell are you all doing? Still with thaumaturgy on. It's a duration of up to a minute.
Crocodile
Well,
noises.
excuse me for being surprised when there's a werewolf in my house.
You don't shoot lightning at people inside your house? Well, I guess you do.
Well,
That
excuse
is
me,
rather
I think
rude
it's
thing
like
to do, sir.
candid.
You should have read the book on etiquette. Rule number 1 is don't shoot lightning at people inside. your
That's
house.
why I give it to you, sir.
There's a whole chapter. You could have read it on the way, but nah, you were like, I was wondering what the house looks like. Too excited.
I am.
For a first act being a lord, this is not very lord likely, sir.
With Sylvan
What
saying,
is this? Dogpile on chance today?
Okay.
A lord
I'm gonna
chance,
cut
sir.
thaumaturgy, by the way. And I'm gonna go. Okay, are we all good now?
I turn back into a drow.
Okay. Shifting.
We're all good? You'll scared the poor thing. Gosh.
laughs and crocodile.
Why are you still a crocodile?
Why is there a crocodile? Why was there a cow, man, that just turned into a crocodile, man?
It's a crocodile with horns too, which is kind of weird.
And
That is
like,
weird.
like it looks like small stars across its body.
Yeah. It's a crocodile constellation.
Yeah, it's not normal at all.
This is fine.
This is fine. By the way, that lightning bolt didn't like catch anything on fire, did it? That would really suck.
Thank God the mansion is made of stone. That's all I would say.
That would have been hilarious.
Lit your house on fire.
So,
There's a pretty sizable scorch mark on some of the pots and pans on the wall over there, and across the wall. So probably gonna need to wash that up.
Oh, bloody well. Have to fix pretty much everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, there is a thin layer of rat droppings across the floor, and shards of shattered dishware everywhere from the kerfuffle. But other than that,
so what's your name?
I have Presto, right?
yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm assuming you do.
I mean, I can't access my sheet, so I
think you have both.
Kinda
Yeah, you have both. You have thaumaturgy and presto.
Chance, I know that I've said it enough already, but for the last time, you are terrible with women. This is truly a new low.
Anlia, with all due respect, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's not very respectful.
This person is in my house that I just got.
Yes, but also you shot fire
then
at
they-
rats.
Turned into a werewolf right in front of us.
Yes,
Yes,
but you didn't
well-
shoot a shit ton
You
of
didn't
fire
shoot
at rats.
fire. They tried to into a crocodile. What do you want me to do?
I agree with her.
Like, what the fuck do you want me to do, huh?
Oh, I don't know, maybe not turn into a creature that, applies one of the most horrible curses in the entire world.
Well, maybe don't just run through, shoot fire at your hands, and then have one of your friends turn into a fucking crocodile. Ever think of that?
I believe we can have the right of way in this kind of situation when it's my house.
I came here so we was abandoned so I could bunk here for a few days.
Okay, is everyone done? Introductions are in order. Hi, I'm Conley.
Gosh.
I'm
Nobody
my name is
else? Sorry.
Chance Fairweather, new Lord of the Manor.
Explains a lot.
Crocodile noises.
Why are
Damn
you
it.
still a crocodile?
Hissing on the counter.
I'm
Savanta,
just
turn.
resting on the countertop. I'm just kind of chilling.
Savanta, turn back, please.
Just gives an annoyed look and turns back, sitting cross-legged on the counter of like a big ass fucking minotaur.
Rat corpse. The rat corpse for some reason is interfering. So the rat corpse that died to one of the scorching rays is incinerated. It doesn't exist anymore. For fuck's sake.
Okay. I turn fully back and I'm like sitting cross-legged on the counter. Said, "Savant Assembly, sorry for the fright."
There's now at least one more rat running around that we'll have to deal with for long.
Could you not send Moyle to kill it? It's your manor.
Actually, that's a good idea.
It was a bad idea, but okay.
Moyle, go hunt down the rat, please. You're free to kill it in the most gruesome way you can think of.
That's going to leave quite a sizable stain.
So you might want to amend the command to make sure it doesn't dirty up the manor anymore. Then.
And he's
There
gone.
we go.
Out there.
Savanta just shakes his head and looks to Ash. So, I know you did just turn into a werewolf, but you did just turn back fairly easily, which is
Yes.
different.
Yes. Your point being?
That is not. This is different. Normally, at least from what I've read about, seen about, werewolves don't have that fine of a control over their form.
The more I think about it, how does a werewolf work on the? Never mind. Hold that thought.
On the world without a moon.
Or just on the moon itself.
Yeah, those were
Yeah,
both my
how does
questions.
that work?
Actually, no, that's a good question. Hold up, I thought how does that work? Is it nighttime right now? I don't.
No, it's like the middle of the day.
I have questions. By the way, sorry for almost biting you.
Yes, it's fine. It won't be the first time something try to bite me. But, you know.
Come here. I can heal that up for you.
Would
I'm
you
gonna
rather
cast second level cure wounds.
Okay.
And
I just want to point out that was the most dexterous dex save I've ever seen, and it was for
Yeah.
Chance's lightning bolt. So I'm just thinking the werewolves did a triple backflip over the lightning. We're just like,
Well, that was
what?
accidentally a third level cure wounds, but it's fine.
Are you casting at third level?
Apparently.
Alright.
Heal 18.
Take a third level spell slot off.
Savanta just walks up to you and places his hand on where the bolt went through, apparently, or grazed, and it's fully healed now. Woo. And there, is that better?
Yes.
Goes back, sits on the counter again.
So, Lord Shan person.
Oh, God, that sounds so stupid.
So,
You really need a last name, Chance. Just saying.
You realize that what you still have yet to realize what you imply whenever you suggest that.
I'm not implying that. Just take my damn name. I don't want to get married to you. Well, I don't want to get married to you.
I've never. It seems like every time this happens, he gets darker and darker red. It's interesting.
oh,
So what's your deal, Ash?
you know, just traveling.
No, you turn into a werewolf on command that can go back and forth with ease. You're going to have to give us a bit more than I'm just traveling.
It's rather personal, and I would rather not.
Well, considering you're trespassing on private property, which could get you arrested.
I'll run away, basically.
Huh. Like, Tavata makes a show to count the 5 of us, or the 4 of us, with the 1 of her.
We should stop talking about that because this is obviously a huge misunderstanding, and we can sort this out without anyone getting arrested or hurt more than they already have been. I hope. Except that rat.
What rat? The rat that's
Just to see what's happening, and Chance will kind of plug his senses into loyalty and loyalty.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh
Moyle is upstairs. He's upstairs and he's currently inside of one of the rooms looking at a desk covered in dust and rat droppings. You see him you kind of hear him sniff the air, and you can smell rat in the room. And then he all of a sudden turns his head sharply to the wardrobe, opens it, and stabs a rat through the chest, like Mortal Kombat style, and rips his heart out. And then begins to eat it.
Oh.
So since you're with his senses, you now know what rat heart tastes like.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Chance will kind of just say out loud to the group, "Huh. I was honestly expecting something a bit more gruesome than just a simple heart removal."
Well, you didn't stay for
What?
very long. You don't know what he's gonna do with that now.
What the fuck?
Welcome to this weird ass group.
Look, I have a devil quite literally at. Never mind.
No, go ahead and say you have a devil at your command that you summon at will. I'm a minotaur who turns into animals and commands the power of nature and stars. Strovan is a very polite. He's what is a researcher? The record keeper. Record keeper.
If you must have to have put a title on me, it would be archivist, sir.
Well, that, and also he can use magic to stab things really good. And then there is apparently our what is it called? The person who calms the entire fucking group from killing somebody because they startle us. Who is also a devil woman, but also has healing powers. Yay! So anyway,
Okay.
what's up with you?
Well, I can turn temporarily into a well creature and then come
No
back.
shit.
Yes. And I do blood magic, so yay.
See? Now there's more information. What the fuck is blood magic?
I think that's fairly self-explanatory.
It's magic. I use blood that is powered by blood.
How often do you see blood magic being used, Chance? What the fuck?
I mean, I also have basic word understanding.
Make an Arcana check for the two casters in the party, like arcane
The three
casters.
casters in the party. The four casters in the party.
Strovan and Chance.
I believe I have a +8 to that.
Technically, a druid is
Oh yeah, that's
a religious caster.
Oh,
I got it.
Yeah,
well,
I don't understand it much either.
Just gonna keep the druid is faith based. Not arcane caster. There you go. 14. I mean, they're either talking about two things. There's three. There's like three things they could be talking about. It's either sangromancy or ritualistic blood magic, which anyone can do, or it's hemocraft. One of the two. One of the three.
Out of curiosity, which one was Selena?
I asked him straight up because I didn't.
Sangomancy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so-
guess Hemocraft.
Yep.
Interesting. I haven't exactly talked to many people that practice that.
exactly why I was surprised when she said she practiced blood magic.
I will also give Strovan this with the 19. Strovan is aware that when it was more in demand, there were monster hunters on Genus, the moon, and they were remnants of an older sect of monster hunters that weren't necessarily looked upon with the greatest of light. People used to employ their services to hunt down stuff, and sometimes they would, imbibe strange concoctions and have weird magic and rituals and shit that they would do. So you can assume that this is similar to that because of the records that that you've read about, at least relating to that like a similar practice to what Ash is talking about, plus all the abilities that she's showcased so far.
Interesting. How did this became a thing on? I didn't think the hemomancy was that far spread.
What?
I'm asking the new person, like, how did you become, awkwardly asking, like, how did you become this?
I would rather not talk about that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We all got our secrets.
Yeah, you could throw some kind of bomb. I get it because Wolf, no? Okay. Gets off counter.
So I
Lots-
believe that was
lots
your poorest attempted joke ever. So
No, I've had made
That-
worse. Just ask my wife. I'm gonna go explore the rest of the place. You have fun with it.
Okay.
I believe you made that was the poorest attempt in my presence. Then
Pretty sure that's also the point in my experience with him, which isn't much considering I met him like 10 minutes ago. Anyways, I'm gonna get off the counter.
Let me remove some
Oh,
doorways
dear.
here, make things a little easier for you.
Thank you.
So you said you were trying to stay here for a few days.
Yeah.
You going somewhere?
Well, I was planning here to Onyx for some stuff.
For
But
some stuff.
yes, mainly looking for a job.
A job.
Yeah.
It does so happen that I think Onyx on our list of places to visit soon. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna look over at Chance.
that would be up to Lord Chancellor.
You're not getting away with it.
I don't think I'll ever get something called that.
You'll have to do
Eh,
better
one
than
day.
that if you want to defeat me.
I'm sorry, sir, but it is your proper title.
You know, you don't have to refer to people as their proper title. That's what nicknames are for.
That will be out of social etiquette, sir.
Okay, how about this? When we're not in a formal setting, like a ball or a gala or whatever is considered a formal setting, refer to me by name.
Is that a command, sir?
Let me describe this room to Tavanta because he's walking around.
Tavance is on a journey.
He's away from here. So through the door to the right of the entranceway is a study. Moldy, dust-covered books cover the shelves, and a small swarm of moths have made their home here among the degrading tomes, slowly consuming the curtains and some of the books. An old oil lamp sits long extinguished on a corner desk, where ratty, torn papers and books still reside, along with a dried inkwell and what was once some kind of food sitting on a chipped ceramic platter. A rickety old rolling ladder leans up against the shelving, though it may end up in pieces on the carpeted floor should anyone attempt to use it.
One second. I'm gonna turn thaumaturgy back on and go. Hey, don't wander off too far. We shouldn't be too far away from each other. We don't know what's in this place. Apparently, at least giant rats. Hate for there to be more.
This place is an
I
absolute shit
thought you
show.
just hear like calling back. I found what would be Strowman's favorite room. Also, maybe Chance's.
Is it a library, sir?
It's a study of sorts,
Excellent.
just across the way from the dining hall.
We should all go together. Because I don't like splitting up in this place. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Are there any rooms down this way?
Oh yeah, sorry. There are a bunch of rooms down that way. The whole center rectangle there is servants' quarters. Each one is fairly cozy but serviceable for the staff who once lived there. Are you searching every single servants' quarters? Or just some of them? There are doors. There are doors there that I can open if you need to.
Yes, please and thank you. Just gonna go through a few of them, see what's up.
Well, you pick which ones you go through, and I'll let you know.
I can't tell which one's yours, man. Just
I'll give
open
you,
the
I'll
one
give you a
nearest
hint.
me.
There's one right there, and right there, around the corner, up to the left.
Up the corner, up to the left. Aha! Oh, so these are just a bunch of little rooms.
Yeah, except in this room there's a skeleton. So
Well, that is unfortunate. Then Wayne gets out of room and closes it again.
Was I able to see a spot skeleton? Because I actually would like to know how this person died. See if it points to what happened to that. Because we know that the last family was gone, but we don't exactly know how they were gone.
You are
if you want to
nowhere
walk
near
over there and figure it out, then you can.
Savanta is gone.
I don't see anyone else.
I'm interested enough. I'm interested enough to go check it out.
I will go
keep our
with.
guest company, sir.
We should all go with.
Very well, sir.
Why am I sir?
At this point, Moyle comes down, covered in blood, but without a lack of rat corpse with him.
Where is everyone?
Moody.
Ah, hello, Moyle. You have fun.
Yeah.
What? I'm in the other room, master.
Chance will just fucking
I
do
see
his
Mars.
telepathy communication. Say, did you have fun, Moyle?
Oh yes, I had a good enough time. It was entertaining for all 3 seconds. Animals aren't really the most entertaining, though. Sorry to say.
Yes, I imagine, because they don't exactly react to pain like people do.
Just don't go in the storage closet.
Will do.
Carly, did I just see you peeking in?
Yeah.
Chance will say to Vanta. Moyle says he found something interesting in the storage closet.
I don't trust anything Mono says.
They don't
You should probably go check it out regardless.
Okay.
No, you can do that. He's your summon. It's your mansion. Deal with it.
I mean, I'm simply trying to see what happened to Mr. Skeleton here, or Miss Skeleton. I actually don't know.
Oh, you found the skeleton one? You're not in here with the skeleton. What?
There he is.
There
You
you
can't move
are.
this guy.
Oh, I see him on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Can I take like 2 seconds to learn how long he's been dead?
I don't know. Can you do that?
In rough estimation? Can I just be like, yeah, he's been dead a while?
Make a medicine check, and Chance, you can make a investigation check.
That's another +8.
I've been trying to look in the chests in the various different rooms to see if there's anything valuable.
Okay.
Damn. Already robbing your party.
Yup.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
20.
I am. Oh wait, I'm still fog.
You are fog cloud.
Whoopsie. No, nobody noticed that.
An eerie fog drifts throughout the room. Expect something.
Yep, that's a skeleton.
Yeah, with a 23, you are absolutely 100% positive that whoever these servants were, they didn't have a lot of shit. And also, they took it with them when they left.
Wonderful.
You can find like a couple of discarded articles of clothing. You can find that there was a group of papers that has long since been moth-eaten and destroyed, rat-eaten, let's say, with no legible writing on it anymore. With the investigation of natural 20 for 23 right now. Who is doing worst chances roll? Oh, I need to make that roll for you because you can't do your thing. I got it. I'm dumb. That 14, sure. So with
Another 14?
Yeah, medicine 20 for Conlia gets you that the skeleton died of old age. There's no like sign of entry or like busted skull or nothing. There's no teeth marks that would denote him being eaten by rats. This guy just died here a long time ago and in his bed, and no one gave a fuck because the manor was already gone by then, and now he's here. He's just decrepit and old, and his mattress is kind of stained from where his flesh melted away and rotted out everything. But other than that, it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. 14 investigation. He died of old age. What I will give you though is that this room's chest does have some stuff in it. It's got like dusty fine clothes, coats with tails, what were once white shirts, bow ties. This is the most likely the butler's or a butler's quarters. Whatever lord was here.
I'm gonna really quickly
You heard what?
run to bathroom.
Okay. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Pardon me, my fucking boss is calling me again.
Go for it. He's calling them. Did you know wine can turn into vinegar? God damn it.
What's upstairs?
I'm glad you asked. Shall we transition upstairs? Or is everyone satisfied with downstairs so far?
Yeah. Once we're done with everything else, we should probably bury the skeleton out back.
Okay.
Y'all can deal with that nasty shit.
I don't know why Strollvan's missing half his health. Don't worry about it.
Bit busy right now, Ma.
And calm Okay. Upstairs are, on the second floor, are several bed chambers. At the top of the stairs are the guest rooms, each with a queen-size mattress, now moth-eaten and dingy. A desk covered in dust and rat droppings, and a brass floor lamp. Let me go ahead and open those doors for you real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. So those are those doors. This door right here is the storage closet, wherein you see that the rat has been partially skinned and dissected and stabbed through to the wall and kind of hung there as some kind of macabre painting. See Devonta slowly inch out of the room. He's like, nope, we out. And then towards
I
the
didn't realize I was really Let's say, yep, fuck that.
And then toward the back of the second floor, there's a billiards hall and smoking room. The billiards table here is relatively intact, save for the velvet cover, which has been beset by moths and rats. A few dusty chairs and a table sit in one corner, along with a cobwebbed dragon chess set.
Oh, hey, Ash. Good to see you in here.
Good. Good
I
to see you
thought you would
too.
have ran off by now. But you must really need a place to stay, huh?
Well, hey, I don't to go. Meh.
Yeah, if you're looking for a place to stay, look, Chance is really up his own ass about this manor. So you should probably talk to him about, staying here.
That's probably fair. In fact, I didn't even know this place was owned by someone when I came in.
To be fair, and I'll be completely honest, I didn't even really notice you were there. I saw the 3 rats, and I really don't like rats.
Understandable. They are assholes.
But then, everyone started like taking defensive positions, and then you were a werewolf, and that was crazy. And then the lightning bolts. I don't know why this is my accent now, but we're rolling with it because my accent constantly changes.
It's fine. It's a moon accent. It can be whatever you want.
Moon, yes. And so,
Moonish.
then the lightning bolts. I thought, hostile bites. Then but there's no crocodile biting your stomach, so we're all good. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Pats on back. Continues exploring.
Okay. Good to see you. Sorry about that. And we're off.
Curious cow. See, here's another. Is this another guest bedroom?
Yeah, these are all guest bedrooms.
Nice.
These guys have
Stand.
they have 5 guest bedrooms that are all like for visiting nobles, let's say.
Where's the master?
There's another set of stairs.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. I think you walked through them on accident.
Oh, is it all the way on the other side like I saw earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So we're, like, this way.
Yeah.
And now you're at the back of the stairs.
Yeah.
So you come to a dead end hallway essentially with like a painting on the end of it.
I like to go up his stairs.
Okay, Ash is going upstairs. You can hear Ash's footsteps go up the stairs. Like, you don't see stairs in front of you, so you're like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side.
Oops. Goes all the way around.
Yeah, it goes all the way around.
I can't.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Who else is going upstairs?
I guess I will.
Would want to see his master.
We have learned the wrongdoings of splitting the party.
I'm kind of trying to force your hand because so far we've had a funeral, goofed around, maybe proposed to Chance, and then scared the shit out of our new party member.
I didn't propose to Chance. I offered him a last name. Everyone needs a last name, especially if they're noble.
I offered my wife my last name a long time ago.
My wife.
God, now that you say it like that, it does seem like
Okay, so on
Yeah.
this floor, the third floor contains the master bedroom and a nursery, where the lord and lady of the manor, as well as their children, would reside. The master bedroom is fairly large and dominated by a massive 4-poster bed with moth-eaten drapes and bed sheets. 2 large wardrobes sit on either side of the bed, now bare of any clothing. On the opposite side of the room, as the bed, is a large tarnished floor-length mirror covered with a sheet. And in the nursery, there are several old toys that lay strewn about the floor and in old wooden chests. Several child-sized clothing items are hung in a wardrobe that at one point was painted white. 2 small beds sit next to each other on one side of the room, now cracked and frail with age.
Back what I miss.
You have gone upstairs. This is the nursery / master bedroom. There's stuff up here. There's children's toys and old broken furniture, and there's a mirror that's covered by a sheet. And 2 wardrobes.
Well, if it wasn't rat and moth-eaten to fuck, it should be a nice place.
Yeah. I don't think Chance will get much mileage out of the nursery, but
Yeah, probably not.
Wow.
You are horrifically bad with women. Unless it's a no-girl, too. That would make more sense.
You realize I never actually have attempted to go that route with anyone?
Yes,
With
and it
men?
shows.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense,
Not what
I
I
point-
meant, but
I point at Moyle across the room. Hey.
Sorry, my boss keep on calling me.
It's fine. You're fine.
It's good.
You're on the third floor. Third floor is the master bedroom and the child's nursery. There are toys and a floor-length mirror, and there's 2 empty wardrobes and a 4-poster bed and a couple fireplaces.
And the mirror has a blanket over it or a sheet
Yes.
over it, and we should. Do we want to pull down the sheet from the mirror? Do we really want to do that?
Up to you.
I sure
Mate.
Can I cast ritual cast detect magic on it first?
Sure.
All
wanna
right, so
take
I'm
10
gonna
minutes
be
to do that?
preoccupied for 10 minutes.
Anyone want to do
What
anything
if
in
I
10 minutes?
just
We make fun of chances.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'll stop now.
I'm not going to
So,
stop.
yada yada. Okay,
It's
so
Lord Chancellor.
yes, Lord Chats, the incel.
Chance. Can that be his last name?
King of
Chance
Reddit.
Incel?
So yeah,
I am.
after 10 minutes, you do cast detect magic, and after that point in time, you can feel free to peruse the third floor. The mirror itself is not magical. There is a couple of toys in there that are magical though.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can find them.
I mentioned it to the rest of the group.
Magic toys?
Yeah.
I pulled the
That's-
sheet off the mirror.
I swear, you decide you focus more on your studies than anything else, and suddenly you're capable of women.
Everyone has to have a social life. It doesn't matter if we're just teasing you. I'm sure some lucky girl sometime will be very happy to have you. Or man, I don't know. I don't judge. Well, awkward silence. All right.
Sorry,
so
I'm
how
trying to
about the
find my
toys?
So,
Which
I
one
mean,
was
I was
yours?
Conversation
Limbo.
V3.
So one of
I
them
was
is
just-
one of them is a woven bracelet. So see that as it is.
Yeah.
It's like one of those fucking Boy Scout things, but it's made out of a bracelet. It's like a bracelet kind of looking thing.
Interesting. Point out every single one says magical.
I'm trying to find the other ones in here. They're called something. I need to find them and see what they actually, because they have specific forms to them. I think it's in. I think it's in Monster Houses. Magic item collection.
Like, I was trying to say something, but my mic cut out.
What'd you
Go
wanna
ahead.
say?
Try again.
Yes, Lord Chance.
I focused on my studies. I didn't particularly care for a social life. Like, excuse me for just not seeing the appeal.
The appeal is you don't get
Oh,
made
well-
fun of like this.
Well, our bad. I didn't know our company wasn't good enough for you. Apparently, this hasn't been fun at all.
You realize I meant before coming here, right? I don't think I have an option anymore on that.
I'm joking with you. You listen up. Seriously, I understand. It's okay.
I found it.
Just to know.
Oh, I found it. I love these things. These are awesome.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh
I'm
dear.
scared.
The second magical item, magical toy rather, that appears is a stuffed unicorn.
Oh no.
A unicorn?
Yes, a unicorn. It's a stuffed unicorn. It's kind of cute. It's got a horn and shit.
I'm trying not to laugh.
You're allowed to laugh, dude. If I'm still allowed on here, I laugh all the fucking time because I'm stupid.
There you go.
Can I take the sheet off the mirror? It's bugging me.
I assume you already did that.
Okay.
The mirror is a non-magical mirror. It's just a mirror. It's kind of tarnished. It's got like a chip of glass missing in the corner. But it is a mirror.
Nice. That's
Right.
fair. I'm gonna test the bed.
It's
Test the bed.
it's creaky. It's creaky and dusty. So once you plump down on it, like a big like dust cloud just shoots up out of it.
Is
But
it
otherwise, very
comfy?
comfortable. Like if you dusted it, took the sheets off and washed them, it's still a serviceable bed.
No. Just chills out, waiting for everyone to be done with their shit.
Well, with that in mind, I assume like probably just like I suppose we should probably start cleaning.
Sir, all due respect, what the state of the manor is in, it might be.
You need servants, dude. I mean, I think you need servants.
Tavante
It,
will
it
put
might.
some Ebonics
It
in
might. How should I say this? How the state of the manor is in, it might be more beneficial to find what we could sell and try to demolish this place and get a new one built.
Demolish.
I mean, if it's a
Whoa,
structure,
whoa, 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 whoa. You
That's a bit
think that
extreme.
garage selling the entire mansion and then trying to rebuild it from the ground up would be less expensive?
yes.
Yes, but saying as he is the newly lord, it might be more beneficial befitting up uh, his station to have a new manor built.
No. Look, like, besides everything being rat-eaten and moth-eaten and shit, we get those out, purchase some new beds and drapes and shit, repair some of the cracks, clean up the scorch marks, and, get some running staff at these places. It'd be better than tearing it the fuck down. What the hell?
It honestly might cost more to deconstruct a building than it would to refurbish it.
Absolutely. What the hell?
I mean, it's livable. I lived in worse.
I don't think that's the issue here.
Fuck this.
It's got a solid foundation.
I mean, it has a roof.
Should clean up this,
I
paint it
mean,
white,
like-
do some subway tile along the windowsills here in the kitchen.
Like, this is definitely fixable.
Do lavatory
It may
fixtures.
take some.
Yes, it is fixable. However, cost-effective wise, it will be beneficial to.
Tear the fucker down?
No.
Yes.
I'm going to be quite honest. I agree with Tavanta. I feel like as
I
it
thought you were going to say
stands,
you agree with Showman. I was going to say, you are not as smart as I thought you were.
as it stands, we simply do not have the appropriate funds to even begin to consider just rebuilding the manor. And I don't think there's enough of value to sell here in order to try and rebuild something.
Well, yes, you're absolutely correct in what you say. However, it just is.
Let's put it this way, right? So we can refurbish one part of the building at a time as the money comes to us. We can't do that with reconstruction. We'd have to pay to demolish it. We'd have to get people who know how to work with the foundation and all that. Then we would have to rebuild it from the ground up, and that would cost money. And we can't exactly come back and be like, "Hey, build a new part of the house with this money." Kind of got to build it all at once. So I'm really thinking refurbishing is the way to go here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
refurbishment would be better.
Also, we could probably do a lot of the cleaning bits ourselves, at least I can. A chance to just presto, a 5-foot cube's worth of dust.
That
you
won't
know,
fix all the
it probably
moth
won't take that
drapery
long
and all
to
that.
clean it with Presto.
Also, can I hang out with
Very
you guys?
well.
You
It
guys
is
seem
your
cool.
house, sir.
What'd you say? Fish.
Can I hang out with you guys? You guys seem cool.
Tavato actually started laughing.
Wait, what?
They want to hang out with us, end quote.
I mean, well,
the random elven woman who turns into a werewolf at will, who we very much like scorched and nearly bit in half, wants to hang out with us because we seem cool after seeing us bicker like weird children. This is going to be interesting as fuck.
I mean, I hanged out with worse.
That concerns me, and we have stories to tell. Yes. This is fucking hilarious.
No.
Tavata is very tough.
Honestly, despite what you have said, you're probably one of the closest thing to normal in this group. Oh,
Don't
closer to normal than most.
begin to try to say that.
Strovan's the
Conlia is the most normal one here. We all know this.
Not really.
Okay, let's run it through real quick, okay? Minotaur who turns into animals, who does weird things with stars. Werewolf woman who hops into random houses. Literal devil summon. Person who summoned said devil and doesn't know how to interact with women. Strong man who has been stuck in way too many books for way too long. Conlia is worldly. She is
An elf who was originally an elf who got turned into a tiefling.
That is you don't realize that's the most normal one out of all of this?
No, I still think that's you, Tavata. A druid. But for one, you have a stable family.
I mean, I have a stable family that's just not here.
Yeah, the kids
But
are
two,
first of all,
a druid is, and two, being a druid does not automatically make that weird.
So you make it sound like none of us have a stable family.
Yeah, first of all, second, and you.
Okay, I'll ask the group. Anyone else here have a wife and kids, or a husband and kids?
Strovan raises his hand.
You have a wife and kids.
Wait, what?
Yes, sir, but they are still on the moon.
Wait, you guys are...
You!
Wait, what?
Strovan has better game than chance.
I was groomed to be next heir to my household, sir, and there are some family obligation I must uphold. This coming on the expedition was one of them as well, sir.
Savanta is on the floor, gasping for breath, desperately
Constantly
laughing.
just holds up hand to forehead. I know the secret, like, I'm in on it now too, but we have company.
Oh yeah, he just fucking...
Yeah.
You guys are from... What?
Oh my fucking... He really just did tell her that he was from the... Oh god in heaven, really?
I had to work for that for like 3 months.
Oh, my apologies, sir. I thought we were
Oh yeah,
sharing it openly
sorry.
ever since Savanta joined us.
By the way, we're aliens. Oh my god. Fucking group. I swear to god.
I would like to say that it was not me this time, and I was drunk last time. This is Strovan on his free fucking wings.
Yeah.
Not inebriated, nothing.
Oh boy.
You... Excuse me, what the fuck?
Okay. So they're good people, I promise.
Vodka stops laughing and realizes what's happened, and then just like slowly stands up and just walks away.
Yeah, Chance just puts his head in his hands and just looks at Strovan. Okay.
I just
You realize the only reason Conlia was told was one, she kind of figured it out. Two, someone that lets it by accident. And three, we kind of couldn't hide it when we were taking her back to Barry Skylar.
What?
Very, I'll be honest with you, sir. I didn't. Those thoughts did not come to my head.
Empty head, no thoughts.
Slip of the tongue. It happens. It happens.
Well, you people can explain that we're fucking aliens. I'm going back downstairs.
Hey! That is subjective.
I'm not explaining shite. Anyone else who wants to do it can do that. I'm gonna start cleaning up what is apparently my new house.
But now you
Alright, well,
have.
Stroman, you fucked up. You gotta do it now. Because I'm not explaining y'all's situation.
You are the
Hey,
leader,
anyway,
sir.
Snowman's the one that fucked it up.
Can I go outside and just start like, I don't know, summon an animal to take care of the fucking grass? I don't fucking know.
Sure.
Something. Just
Summon
to get
the
fuck
cow.
away from them.
Moyle now at this point looks at Chance and says, "Well, now we have to take her with us because if we let her go, we have to kill her."
Yeah. Unfortunately,
dear.
the devil has a point.
I'm down for either. I would absolutely love to rip into it, but
I do apologize,
call.
my lady, for the inconvenience I have caused.
I'm just gonna head downstairs and start cleaning this shit. I don't care if I don't even live here.
Moyle is gonna follow you and shadow you the whole way.
Leave me the fuck alone, demon person.
No, I
Shadow
refuse.
person.
I will follow you
Moyle
and shadow
did-
you until I'm given the order to kill or leave you alone.
Leave her alone for now.
All right, whatever.
I'm
Can I
gonna.
live here?
Your prerogative.
Man, I didn't
Moyle.
even get this kind of treatment.
Chance is gonna start cleaning up the master bedroom, just spamming presto.
It really
Start
doesn't take
cleaning
you more than 30 minutes to get the whole of the third floor. Maybe about an hour for the other two. So in a few hours time, you can essentially get rid of most of the dust and grime and garbage that's been sitting here.
Just like an hour of Chance, just like solidly just snapping his fingers like rapid fire.
Yeah, it hurts after a while. It definitely hurts. Fingers are sore.
I'm going to start getting furniture that can be that is gone, like it can't be fixed, and I'm gonna start throwing it out onto the front lawn.
Okay.
I like to help with that.
Yeah, there are many
I
broken
got a
chairs.
nice pile of weeds and grass. Don't worry about it.
Just take the moth-eaten curtains off of some of the windows and the paintings. As you're cleaning the paintings, by the way, I'll say that.
I'm going to be following Chance around and start reading from the book of etiquettes out loud.
Okay.
Spectacular.
Right.
Today is a whole fucking meme, and I don't know why.
Great.
Yeah, and I imagine after the first page worth of him reading aloud, Chance is gonna plug his hearing into Moyle's and have Moyle just go do something else.
Okay. Well, whatever. So as you're cleaning the paintings, by the way, the paintings are of the previous family that were here. There was a family of apparently Air Genasi.
Ooh.
Who took over the lordship here somehow, and lived in it for many years. It was a lord and a lady to start it out, and then they had children, and then their children had children, and the child who was the boy of the original patriarch was the last lord of this manor, and he in turn had a wife and two children. And they lived in this manor for a while, but as Air Genasi are wont to do, they get this weird wanderlust eventually, and he essentially, his whole family was like, let's go on a fucking adventure, and they left. They just fucking dipped out and went to somewhere, leaving this place completely empty.
After Chance plugs his ear, he just Strovan says, Sir, this is very important, sir.
Well, how would you even know?
Well,
Keep on saying it, just following around.
Eventually, you would eventually be like, "Hey, you getting all this?" Or ask questions.
Yeah.
Try to get active hearing things.
Chances
I would
are-
assume you could roll a deception to try and be like, I'm
Well,
totally listening.
Here's the thing: is that the way Chance has to do it is like a familiar. So you're either gonna go
is it
all in
all
or
in or
all
nothing
out.
in?
So you're gonna sit in a chair and just go blind for a minute.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you're subjected to all of this. Sorry.
This is why I was choosing to do the yard work with, even if it's just me with a sickle cutting the grass. It's better than being in that kooky ass fucking house.
I mean, how many creatures can you summon with the spell you have? Maximum.
Fuck a lot. 10 at most.
So you have a herd of 10 spectral cows eating the grass outside your house.
And then the rest I'm doing by hand. I'm helping. I'm just doing something. I have to do something. I can't be in that fucking house.
All right, well, the tools in the shed are rusted over and useless at this point, unless you want to clean those.
Sickle. I have a sickle.
Oh, you have a sickle. Oh, never mind. Then we're good.
I have a sickle.
Well, actually, if you have any questions about the group, if you have any questions about the group while we're moving things, I guess I'd be the person to ask. Chance of technically would be the person to ask, but they're obviously doing something.
Is our
Are you from the moon?
God, no, I'm not. I can tell you that much. I am not from the moon. I don't know much about the situation. I'm gonna be honest. I was like recently informed, but they are really good people. I promise you that much.
Yes, I can feel it from the lightning bolt that just hit me in the shoulder.
That was a fluke. I promise. I hope. Okay, here, I'll put it this way. They quite literally selflessly saved my life, okay? I would be dead if it weren't for them, okay? Like, that's what I'm talking about. I was in a bad rut, and they came through for me. Complete strangers, so... They are good people, I promise.
Okay. I trust you. I guess you did not let them murder me.
I believe you,
See?
Dodge.
Rolling deception? Just kidding.
Deception. Oh, God.
Alright.
Poor Ash. This is ridiculous.
This is fucking ridiculous.
So, I'm not great with drow ages. How old are you? Oh shit, I'm not supposed
19.
to ask a lady her age.
I'm 19.
You're wait. Huh?
Yeah.
Calmly thinks about that for a second and goes, I could count that on my appendages. You're a 19-year-old drow?
I'm fairly certain, like with elves, like that's not even like you're barely a fucking toddler to them.
Yeah,
remember,
well,
like,
culturally
the lore,
they're not. Yeah, culturally they're not, but they are like a 19-year-old. They just are not culturally accepted as that. Like, it'd be like the cultural equivalent of like, yeah, being a teenager. Well, actually, no, it'd be
Being
the
a
cultural
toddler.
equivalent of being a child. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like they still have like the physical and mental maturity of a 19-year-old. It's just in elf culture they see that as not enough.
Yeah, if I recall, like an elf culture, it'd be like 60 before you consider an adult.
100 is when you get your adult name. You get to get an adult name. That's how elves do it. I have an adult name, for example. This is Conley's adult name.
Yeah. I'm 19, never been really around drow, so... Or many elves, for that matter.
Oh. So you don't know anything about your culture?
No.
Oh.
All
That
I know is
explains
that
quite a bit.
all I know is our god is a fucking psychopath.
You
Which,
know?
you know, I'd rather not worship one of those, so I don't.
It's not good way to speak of the gods, but I'm glad you're choosing your own path.
I'm gonna retcon that. You would not have
I
been
wouldn't.
worshippers of Loth. No, not even close. So this
Loth doesn't
continent's
exist.
no this continent's drow population is not. They're not Loth worshippers anymore.
Okay, my bad, sorry.
It's okay.
So you would have maybe been taught, like, you know, there used to be an evil spider lady at some point, but by the time shit happened to you and your backstory, you would not have had like any context for anything drow at all. except for
Under-
like maybe like legend, like old legend.
Okay, my bad. Never mind then.
So run it back, elf culture, what you know of it. You don't know about Loth.
I don't know much about elves at all.
Well, you know you're at least a drow, or I
Yeah.
believe they're sometimes referred to as dark elves. Not quite sure. They're almost always considered drow. I'm a wood elf. I know you can't tell by current situation, but yeah,
Fair.
we're well, we used to be pretty culturally different. Now things are a little bit wacky. The breaking, the rupturing, shattering. There we go. Words are hard.
You had it right the first time. It's the breaking.
The breaking. Oh, the breaking.
Yeah.
The breaking is throwing things out of whack. I know stories because elves live so long. They pass down their stories quite often. You wouldn't even be considered an adult yet in any elf culture at all. So it's strange to be talking to you at so young.
I mean, I guess.
Normally, people like your age would be going to school day in and day out. So you're far away from home is basically what I'm saying. Don't worry too
Yeah.
much about it. I won't judge. Everyone's circumstances are different.
Okay. Yeah. You could say that.
But if you ever have any questions specifically about the culture, I'm willing to answer to the best of my ability. Obviously, they wouldn't know much, being,
Yeah. I don't really have any questions.
I'm sure they would like as
Points
few
to
questions
sky.
possible right now.
I'm sorry, what? I
Sitting
can't
on
hear
the
you.
fucking moon, man.
What?
Points to the sky. We lived on the fucking moon, man.
Totally out of character. Would that make me an moon elf?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Even though I'm a high elf, I'm moon elf.
I mean, you're born on the moon, so call yourself what you want. Alrighty, so with the cleaning underway, it will take you a few hours to do this, and by the time you're done, it's getting close to sunset. I would say probably, if you had a watch or something, it'd be like 5 o'clock ish.
There's no time dial in the garden.
Yeah, actually, yes. One of the statues is in fact a sundial.
Nice.
Several of the other statues, as you clear them away, they're various different animals, some of which you recognize, some of which you don't at all. There's one statue of a weird, like, it almost looks like a balloon creature to most of you.
Is it that balloon rabbit I saw that one time?
No, this is different. So Conlia would know this one because Conlia probably would have seen one on her travel over from another continent. But it's what's known as a cloud whale. It's a lot bigger than the statue is. I'll give you that. It's a really goofy looking thing, but essentially they're beasts that came about because of the breaking, and they kind of float around the sky and eat up other flying creatures that exist. And they're usually so large that not only can they support an ecosystem on top of their back if other creatures decide to live there. They also have their own personal gravity, a little bit, to a certain degree, to the point where you could walk on one if you jumped off the boat onto it, as if it were a small planet with low gravity.
Oh my god. It's so small and cute.
Yeah, the statue
So
is small.
we're getting
The
a
actual
sky
thing would
whale
blot
with
out
us.
the sky. It's fucking huge.
So we're getting a floating whale in the future, right? That's like the goal.
Absolutely.
You want to try
That's
and
like
find
a
one?
goal.
I got one prepared. I have the
That's
stat
the
block
goal.
going.
I want to. I'll find a name of Blubby.
Last time I saw this, I didn't see it because the entire sky was dark.
Yeah. You do know that all these creatures in some way or another can fly. That's the one thread of consistency throughout the statues that you see.
Ah, arrogant. What? Clever.
You just out here and you see like Tavanta like staring at some of the weird ass statues like, I don't know this one, but I want to turn into her. I want to know
Wait,
this.
that's a good question. Does this allow Tavanta to turn into the creatures?
As
Does
long as
see-
he has to see the creature itself, not the statue of the creature.
Aww.
And then on top of that, he has to meet the CR requirements. And I can tell you right now, with just wild shape, you ain't meeting the stat requirements of a cloud whale. So
Would a what the fuck is it called?
Moon.
Like a moon druid be able to?
what's their max CR? The answer's probably no. But
CR,
Is it a 10?
no.
CR9.
No.
Okay.
You would not be able to. No, not the whale. No, not the whale. I don't even think you can. You can't even get to the whale with polymorph, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you can do that with polymorph.
All right,
It's
true
more than
polymorph it is.
I don't know if you can do it with true polymorph either. Can you just do any creature with true polymorph?
Let me check true
No, it
polymorph.
has to be
I
at
believe
the
we
same
will see a level.
Yeah. At least up
creature-
to your max. Wait, so if you're level 20, you can change anything to level 20 or lower.
Yes.
True
So is this cloud whale CR above 20?
The new foe can be any kind you choose whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target, or its level if the target doesn't have a challenge rating. So equal to or less than the target's level, meaning you'd need to be level like way high in order to turn into a cloud whale.
So you're saying it's possible at a higher level?
It's possible if you can get true polymorph, number one, and number two, if we ever get to level 15. So
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's gonna be my end goal of the game. That
Is
one
to become
point.
a whale?
yes.
That's like a
Turn
scroll
into
of
a
true
whale and then
polymorph.
just float around the world with no aim at all. You also take on the intelligence of a cloud whale too, by the way, which is like 1 or something. Yeah.
I'm fine with
Like
this.
you would just turn into a cloud whale and then forget everything, and most likely hold concentration. So you'd just be essentially turning yourself into a giant balloon animal forever.
For the rest of my life.
Something would break concentration eventually.
You'd think
Going
so,
unconscious breaks concentration.
It's a
Go
big fucking animal, and you might not have to worry about that.
No, going unconscious, which includes sleeping, would break concentration. So you would go to sleep a whale, wake up a person, and be like,
no,
oh yeah.
Remember, if you hold the concentration for like I think it's like an hour or something, it becomes permanent.
Yeah. With
No, what?
With true polymorph, you can
Yo?
become a permanent thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what true polymorph does. If you concentrate on it for long enough, I think it's for the entire duration, then the transformation becomes permanent.
1 hour, I thought.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it is.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Yeah. So weird. Let's see. Where does it say that? It's somewhere in here.
Oh yeah, if you concentrate on a spell for the full duration, the transformation lasts until it is dispelled.
Becomes permanent. Yeah, that's what it says. Concentration to an hour. So all you have to do is last an hour without losing concentration as a cloud whale, and you could turn into a cloud whale forever. This is very
Or until
important
it's
to know.
dispelled, and I would dispel you eventually.
Oh sure, of course you would. If you can get a whatever level, the 9th level spell.
If he has 9th level spells, I'll have 9th level spells.
Well, I'm talking
Come
level
on.
15. You won't have 9th level spells by then. This would be like if you got a scroll.
Okay, so scroll true polymorph. I mean, I could cast the spell and hope it works like 20 times.
Exactly. Well,
At
the
that
scroll.
level.
You get one use of a scroll before it burns up. So.
I can get the spell by cleric.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
clerics have it by default. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we're not. I'm done talking about this fucking cloud whale thing. Okay.
Okay.
So, you're clearing up grass and gardens and shit. Blah 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 blah. Eventually, the house is good, decent enough, clean enough. You feel comfortable. You could probably stay the night here in the future. It still needs some love and care. There's still some busted shit that needs to be cleaned out. And etc. etc. But it is your house for now. You can decide what to do with it. I will say that after a certain amount of time, it's starting to get late. You guys can bunk up, go to bed, whatever you want to do.
Oh, we definitely spend the night here. Sorry.
Yeah, after we clean up, it's probably best that we.
Turn in for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ever going to identify those 2 items you found or no?
I think only Strovan can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll ritual cast it. I'm just glad nobody asked more about Strogan's family.
Don't need to know about that. They're on the moon. Fuck it.
We know there are lords on the moon. And you have a wife and kids. That's something.
Yeah.
The fact that Strovan has more game and has a wife and child, it has more game than Chance is hilarious to me.
I
know,
assure you,
right?
sir, it was just arranged marriage.
Do you have a child and is it your blood?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
realize
maybe
this
Chance.
begins Chance actively not seeking that kind of stuff out.
And it's
You
obvious.
don't
Neither is
seek
Strovan.
love.
However, that's a familiar obligation to, keep the family down.
Yeah.
You don't seek out love, dummy head. You find it.
Yeah.
Love bites. Love bleeds. Brings you to
You
your
think
knees.
I
All right.
was? I wasn't searching for anything either. Shit. Amari had to pull my ass out of the clouds from staring at the stars in order to get my attention. Fuck.
Okay. So, 2 things.
The knuckle.
2 items. First one, the unicorn. The stuffed unicorn is a snuggle beast.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
What?
These are fucking awesome. So, when a creature regains hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more of its hit die, the creature can regain extra hit points if it spends that short rest snuggling with one of these enchanted stuffed toys. The snuggle beasts come in various rarities. This one is an uncommon one, therefore it is a unicorn, and it restores 2d6 extra hit points to you.
What the?
So
it can be
wow,
used
that's
once-
helpful.
It can be used once per long rest. Per creature. So if you want to snuggle it for a while and then
Share.
give it to someone else to snuggle, it still works. It's just each creature can only benefit from it once per long rest.
Question for
Who
the
wants a
party.
stuffed unicorn?
I
I'm just
mean-
gonna leave it out there.
Wait, who else said me?
Ash.
Ash. How do I say this? Well, you're still a toddler by elf standards, so yeah. But you're 19. I have kids, and one of them would definitely like a stuffed toy. You know.
Oh, I didn't even think about giving it to kids. Oh, yeah.
The second thing,
I'm just saying.
I'll let you decide when the second thing comes up, because this is also pretty cool. The second thing is called the Companion's Band. It's a woven band that can be worn as either a necklace or a bracelet by resizing the strap. While attuned to it and wearing the band, you can use an action to summon a spectral companion that appears in a space within 5 feet of you. The companion can be a dog, cat, bird, or similar small or smaller beast. The form is translucent and immaterial but feels warm to the touch. It emits dim light in a 5-foot radius. The companion remains until dismissed, no action required, or until you remove the band. It is not considered to be a creature, does not occupy space, does not require food, water, or air. It is friendly toward you and other creatures of your choice, and stays within 30 feet of you at all times, moving through objects as necessary in order to do so because it is a ghost. The companion wears a spectral copy of the band on its neck or leg when you summon it, your choice. The companion understands the emotion and intent of your commands, but cannot speak. Attempting to target the companion with a detect thought spell only reveals an overwhelming sense of love and affection toward you.
Oh.
Aww.
Once the
Both of my
same
kids would love
I
these.
know you want it. You can give him a dog. You can give him a unicorn. Once the same spectral companion has remained or has been summoned at least once a day for 7 consecutive days, the band becomes attuned to you instead. When it does, the band no longer requires you to attune to it in order to use the item, and no creature other than you can use its magic without first attuning to it themselves. When another creature attunes to the band in this way, its connection to you is broken. Once the band is attuned to you in this way, you can summon the companion using a bonus action instead of an action, but can no longer change its form when summoning it. In addition, once the band is attuned to you, the companion becomes partially physical, allowing you and creatures of your choice to gently pet and otherwise hold its spectral form.
Oh my god.
God, this would be I would be dad of the fucking year.
Yeah, 100%. They get a fucking ghost puppy forever that they just
I
bamfing it out of reality. It's great. So
Okay.
pick your poison. That's what you got. Perfect toys for children. Yeah.
Does somebody really want does anybody else really want these kids' toys?
Part of me does, but I'm not a kid. I just think they're really adorable.
It is really adorable. I know my kids would fucking flip.
Well, we can use them until, we visit your family next, whenever that may be. Which may be sooner rather than later. We do need a steward for the mansion.
That is true.
Which brings me to
that. Again, any other objections before I put these in my pack to give to the kids? And actually, are they dirty as fuck, or like, can we just presto clean them real quick?
No, they're magic items, so they are the only spotless toys in the entire mansion before cleaning started.
Score. Packs those away.
Yeah. I'm going to Alright, so I definitely need a steward. I think we've all realized that pretty easily.
I'm sorry.
I had somewhat of an idea.
I have one too. You go first.
I have one as well.
Then you. Right, in order.
I was considering just going to Larishev and seeing if anyone would be willing. Just hire them.
Old man Greg is willing.
Well, we'd have to hire the right person, someone we know we can trust. Can't just get a random schmuck off the street.
So,
I guess we could, but to make
Conrad,
results.
were you going to suggest we get people from like the colony, or?
You go next. My thing will be last.
Well, we could have this because realistically, let's think here. How often are all of us are you going to be using this place to sleep and chilling? Because we do a lot of legwork, and since I believe please correct me if I'm wrong, the only one with the ability to communicate between us and the colony is the Archmage and you, correct?
I have met the Archmage. I now have the ability to do that.
What?
Just.
I believe Lord Chance still has the earplugs in. You might want to pry it off his ears first.
No, no, also, I need you to repeat that, Mac, you got cut out on my end.
Oh, my bad. I have met the Archmage. I can, speak to him.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You hear in your head the short phrase, I can just do this. It's relatively easy.
What the fuck? What? What spell is this?
I'll go ahead and describe the spell to you, because it's not, it's a little bit weird for something. You know it's from me, but it's not my voice. It's, you kind of just, like, understand the message. You don't hear a voice. You might be able to, like, imagine it in your head, but the words just come through.
Can you just do that whenever? I did.
Not whenever, but I can do it, frequently.
Question, VG.
Yes.
Is Magic Circle in the Summoner spell list?
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
That'd be really
might-
weird
it
to
should
have
be,
Magic Circle
actually.
to summon.
It should be in there if it's not.
Magic Circle, that's the one that if you know the runes, you can just teleport to one.
No, that's
Right.
teleportation
That's
circle.
teleportation.
That's
No, that's
teleportation.
teleportation circle.
Circle.
Yeah. What they
Teleportation
said.
circle allows you to teleport, believe it or not.
Yeah. Teleportation
Circle
is
is
the
about
one that,
holding
yeah,
demons.
That's a 7th level spell, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
But you should also have
It's like
that on your
it's-
list too, because I gave you everything that was like conjuration and stuff. Should be there, unless it's higher.
Teleportation
If
circle
it's-
is 5th level.
Oh well, never mind. Well, either way, you should have it available to you eventually. But the way summoners work, you only get up to 7th level spells, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I only got 7 of those spells.
Yeah.
So I was actually considering, once I figured out how this one particular spell works, to make it so I could return here whenever I so desire.
Yeah, but another thing, so what if we get, we saw the rooms for staff and stuff. We get a number of people from the colony in here. We have the Archmage or someone of equal importance move in here who can relay information to us extremely quickly. Like if you have a summons to a meeting and we're off somewhere the fuck else, we can get that, they can get that summon, tell us through whatever magical means, and then, we can change our course and beeline to wherever the fuck we're supposed to go. Right? Because
That is indeed a thought.
because we're not, I don't, no offense, nothing against, but we're not politicians. I don't think you have training as being a politician. We don't. We do lots of legwork.
And that was the end of your idea, Tavanta?
Pretty much. What's up?
Now, I do have an idea, and I'm only mentioning it because I'm sure we can figure something out if this is the only way we feel. Though it seems that we have pretty good alternatives. I could steward. That would mean, though, that I have to monitor my condition very carefully. If anything happens, I don't know if I'll still be able to steward. In which case, I'll still be able to contact you and let you know that. Then you can make further arrangements.
Your condition
Okay.
being
My tiefling status. There's been other things that have happened that I haven't talked about. They're done for now, and I hope they stay that way, and my condition is stable. I would like to revert whatever this is, but I'll live a long time. I'm sure by the time Chance is retired, I'll still be able to go along my way.
question.
Yes?
Actually, no, that's not really fair of us. We kind of kept the we came from the moon thing from you for a long time, so secrets are secrets.
If
I
you
mean,
would...
It's not really a secret. I already knew.
Yes,
sorry,
you did
what?
know about y'all being from the moon. I would hope so.
No, I already knew about your condition.
Well, yes, you all knew about my condition, but again, there is stuff that I haven't told you about that's been happening. I think I'm stable.
To
Doesn't
be
involve
fair,
Moyle. I don't know if y'all heard me.
What did you say?
So does it involve Moyle?
I'm gonna look at Moyle. I'm gonna see his reaction to that question.
He's just staring at you. He looks bored by the conversation. He doesn't give a fuck what you say. It doesn't matter to him.
It doesn't directly involve Moyle, I don't think, no. Moyle kind of pointed me in the right direction, but I
I
think
knew
this
he was
is...
something. I knew he was doing something.
Hey, whatever. Don't look at me.
I am looking
maybe
at
do
you.
look at me. I don't know. I was a guiding hand.
Hmm.
What?
Seriously, Moyle has done nothing wrong. Except
I
being
actually
really
don't
creepy
know anything
sometimes.
about this. I just know that you had some shit to figure out, and I figured that was the way to do it. The way that you performed your little pseudo ritual.
Cogsfed back at Galia?
Again, things have transpired. You will be the first to know if there is something wrong with me. Well, yeah, you will be the first to know if there is something wrong with me, other than me, of course.
Rubs continuously receding hairline from stress.
How does that work? Is patches of bald skin on your fur or what?
Yes.
Okay. Tail's hair start falling out.
I
Bald
shed
cow.
it.
Can I make maybe an Arcana to see if I can maybe connect the dots of a bit more better condition? Like,
No.
so what can I infer?
There's
How
no
much is that?
possible Arcana roll that could get you any information about what she's going through.
Okay.
Okay, cryptic talking aside. So either Conlia is the steward, we have people we trust from the colony be the steward, or we go up to Joe Schmo, random person on the street, and have them be a steward. Is
I will
that
say,
what's asking?
Moyle pipes up at this point and says, I will say, your dinner has been ready for several minutes, and I don't know if you wanted to get cold or not. One of you cooked it,
What?
obviously.
Dinner. Good
Yeah.
luck.
In the dining hall, there's a dinner prepared. Did one of you not do that?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm
This is
sorry.
the
No.
mansion
You're not
spell.
rotating.
This is the mansion spell. Where is it? I know what this is. Oh, I know what this is.
Well, everyone as a group, he makes sure to pronounce very specifically, let's go see what the fuck is going on before we decide to run out of this house and abandon it forever.
Okay. You all head downstairs and enter the dining room that you first entered when you came to the mansion. And before you is not the room that you left. Before you is the room in its prime. There's bright candles hanging from the chandeliers above your head. All the candlesticks have been refilled, seemingly by magic or something. And they're all lit, and in front of you on the dining room table is a massive spread of just meats and vegetables, berries and cake and dessert and meal. There's a whole meal here, salads and everything. The dining room table itself and the chairs and the furniture are all not scuffed anymore. The rug has seemingly repaired itself just over the last however many minutes you were not in the dining room to be not moth-eaten or rat-eaten. The paintings on the walls of various landscapes are not grimy and old anymore. They look freshly painted and done. And the fireplace is roaring as if someone had lit it several hours ago and had continually been feeding the flame.
Have we entered somebody else's home?
What the?
No, it is still. Well,
Chance's house really is haunted. Wow.
well, you called it. Yeah. This is where we leave, right? Spooky shit starts happening. This is where we leave, right?
Yeah, that's
If you give me a day, I could tell if it's poison or not. But I think I've heard about something like this before.
From behind you,
sorry.
hold on, before as you say that, from behind you, you hear a voice. Oui, messieurs and mademoiselles, this is your feast for the evening. Please enjoy.
Oh my god!
Please enjoy and leave this place as soon as you can. Turning around, you see a thin, tall man, probably like 6'2"-ish, human-looking with like a thin, gaunt face, pencil mustache, and dark, kind of combed-over hair, standing in what is clearly a coat and tails, wearing white gloves and the nice polished shoes of a butler. And as he says this to you, As he says this to you and gestures to the food, that is where we will pick up next week.
All right.
Wait, hold on. He said we should leave. He's telling us to leave after we eat. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Please eat and make your departure as soon as possible.
French ghost, huh? That's what you went with?
Well, I'm being told to leave my own house.
I think he means just dining hall.
Oui, Monsieur Bovine. Oui. Okay, that's where we'll pick up next week. You guys have some exploring to do in your little mansion.
Ah.
Cool. Dope.
Yeah.
All right. I will see you all next week for episode 17 of Shattered Earth. Goodbye.
Close.